Warm greetings from the high 10. It is Everyday Shenanigans, and thanks for joining me. Today is Wednesday, September 15th, 2021. 3 months ago to this date, a little girl by the name of Summer Wells went missing in Rogersville, Tennessee. And to this date, there has been no sightings, factual information of where this child, where she is, where she can be located, found. This will be an open chat to discuss what has happened to this child, where she is. Hello, Crystal Moore. Thanks for joining me. This is an open chat to discuss the rumors pertaining to Summer Wells, basically her parents and other side pieces, clout chasers, and phantoms. You are entitled to believe what you want to believe pertaining to the disappearance of Summer Wells. You are entitled to believe that she was abducted. She walked away, attacked by an animal. There was an accident by either her parents or her brothers. There was a cover-up after an accident. Human trafficking, selling and bartering of a small child. Felonious behaviors. But in the end, we know nothing. Or you can believe the worst, which is a deliberate, malicious murder of a child for whatever reason. That is the said information. There have been many things to transpire pertaining to the disappearance of Summer. Many people turning on one another in the chats, social media. You don't know one another. You don't know the YouTubers. You don't know anybody. And you're bickering basically about nothing because you don't know anything. You think you know something, but you don't. And you're angry and bitter for what reasons? The only people that know where Summer Wells is are the people that got her gone. Fake photos of someone dumping a child in a well. Well, the last time I checked, there weren't any wells on the side of the road. Stay woke. Why would you do that? This child is missing. And you have the audacity to fabricate a photo of possibly somebody else who was stranded, allegedly. Why would you do that? You're making up rumors about properties owned, not owned, ownership of a car, not owned, whose name is on a document of what allegedly took place in court, which is supposed to be sealed because the issues are pertaining to 3 small boys who are underage. So that means if you leaked anything out of the courtroom via a document, that means you stole the information and you committed a crime by working for the state of Tennessee. So that means you are now a criminal. If we are to believe the alleged documents leaked to the public. It wasn't your right to leak that information. It wasn't your place, if indeed these allegations are true. Phone calls now uploaded to YT pertaining to someone saying they talked to the grandmother of Candace Bly Wells, a friend, associate, acquaintance. I'm still confused to who that really is because I don't really keep up with foolishness. So what I have to ask myself is, what is the truth pertaining to those conversations, allegedly? I was just watching photos of the children. They're nice-looking children. Nice-looking, blonde-haired, blue-eyed babies who didn't ask to come here, and they did not choose Candace Bly Wells or Donald Wells as their caretakers. And that is the cruel thing about being a child. You didn't ask to come here, but you were brought here under the circumstances in which you have probably would not have cared to be in. But what are your choices? Beautiful kids. And it's sad looking at those photos of these children because 3 are now in the States care and 1 is missing and possibly dead. So the child is without a brothers, and the brothers are without a sister, and the brothers are without their caretakers. But if we are to believe half of the allegations that we are hearing, they were not fit to raise them, nor continue to raise them. Love. What is love? You see, love has many interpretations. Hello, John. Love has many interpretations, you see. People will say they love their children, but they'll beat them damn near to death. They'll curse them, say nasty things to them, about them, subject them to wayward behavior, drinking, smoking, getting high, felonious behavior, using their kids to milk people out of money. Yes, it is a crime using your child to stand on the street and panhandle. Say you're sick, you have cancer. Poisoning your kid to get attention, Munchausen syndrome. Using your children to get aid from the state, it's all the same. What are food stamps? Really? That's all you're hoping for? Get a place to live, make a bunch of babies. You don't want them, you don't need them, but you made them anyway. Bringing the wrong type of people around your children. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Those are allegations made as well in this story. The mother picking up strange men and bringing them to her home, obviously putting them in her car. So one would have to ask, were her children in the car? Abusive husband, a drunk, swearing, probably lashing out, putting his hands on the mother, children possibly. You beat the mother, you'll possibly beat the children. Sad, sad, sad. It's very sad. Those are beautiful kids. Shameful if they were mistreated by the Wells. Where is Summer Wells? Where is she? Is she alive or is she deceased? We are now approaching pumpkin time. This is the time children are going to school, getting an education, intermediate, high school, junior high, college students. Then next will be fall break. Next month, Halloween. Next month, turkey time. Day after, people shopping to get the best deal on a flat screen. And then the next month, Christmas, if you indeed celebrate Christmas. That will be the sad part of this story. If I am back on here in October 15th, and I am still talking about the disappearance of Summer Wells. It is November 15th, and I am talking about the disappearance of Summer Wells. It is December 15th, and I am still talking about the disappearance of Summer Wells. How tragic that would be. And let's talk about you dirty YouTubers. Yeah, I can't leave you out. See, you are no different than the clout chasers wanting to repeat phone calls, pictures, this and that, claiming you know this and that about the parent. You don't know a damn thing because you don't know your damn self. And you have taken a platform and used it to your advantage to talk about nothing. To talk about absolutely nothing. Likes and views at the expense of a 5-year-old and retarded people who want 5 minutes of fame. But see, this is the gist of the story. You can't get no fame up here. You're going to have a whole lot of likes and views to get fame up here. And as far as the people calling the YouTubers, talking to them on Messenger, IG, phone, email, whatsoever, why don't you ask the YouTuber to give you some of those coins? Ask the YouTuber to give you some of those coins they're making and see how that works out. I'll wait. The start of my commentary is this. Ali Mulani, did you put your daughter up to talking to that woman? Yeah, Beverly's back. Did you or did you not? Because you see, the strange thing about it is you've been quiet. You've been very quiet, you and H. And now all of a sudden, your child is talking to a YouTuber. Why is that? Now, you didn't want to talk to her. What she said to your child? Then we've got this Sherry person, whoever she is. I still don't keep up on these things. When you start getting my age, you start to really not care because the voices, they all run together. Foolishness. Did you put her up to it, lady? Because you see, I listened to Sherry tonight on that interview. And she repeated verbatim what your daughter said about Candace picking up men at gas stations. Verbatim. The plot thickens. Have you all been sitting around the table with Mountain Dew bottles, concocting stuff to say? Even if it's the truth. Even if it's the truth. My. Because if you did, you're even dirtier than I suspected you to be. Sherry repeating the same things that your daughter was repeating. Is this an orchestrated crime of June 15th, the disappearance of Summer Wells? Was it an accident on June 15th? What is with all the phone tagging back and forth with all these people calling YouTubers? YouTubers calling them, whichsoever. Did Granny tell Sherry this version of what Candace did on June 15th? And if indeed Granny did tell her these things, when did she tell? When did she tell it? That's what I want to know. Is this a true account of June 15th? Why tell it now? Because that means if you knew it before, you are also complicit to a crime. Granny's complicit for never telling the truth of what happened to Summer. And if you knew shortly after June 15th, the person spinning the web, you are also complicit to a crime. You're guilty as well. Fake photos of the Wells disposing of a child, allegedly. Allegedly, those are false. As I stated earlier, why do that? Disrespectful. Church videos now popping back up. With Granny sitting on one side of the pew with Robin and Candace, Donald sitting on the other side of the pew with their children. So one would say the obvious. Granny Kane, why are you not sitting with your family? And when was this video taken? before Summer went missing or afterwards? Is everyone talking self-serving? How many more interviews are there going to be? Calm down in the chat, please. I'm getting old. Please, I'm getting old. Please, just calm down. How many more interviews is it going to be? Because I'm getting bored. Information brought forth in commentary that Don is always stolen from his family. Stealing jewelry. When he was an addict, of course. So what I have to ask myself is this. When was the last time Donald Wells was home, visiting his father, mother, whomever? Why'd you let him in? Why you let him come back around? Even if he says, I'm reformed, I don't do that anymore. I don't get high. I don't steal. They said he likes lawnmowers. Well, hey, guess what? Lawnmowers are a popular thing with homeowners. You steal what you know you can sell. Come on now. But if you ain't never lived a street life, you don't know that. You buy your lawnmowers from Home Depot and Lowe's. So you wouldn't know anything about lawnmowers being stolen. Weed eaters for sale at the pawn shop. Come on, Queen, bring it to them. Some of them don't know nothing about that life. Are you reformed, Donald Wells? Or have you slipped back into the life? And you're 2 minutes from stealing a lawnmower. Come on, Queen. Shirley said he left for a while. When was that? And how long did he stay gone? Because we've heard rhetoric from the child, Miss Mulani's daughter, that he left, get high, stay gone for about 2 days, come back. Now, is that conversation that a child should be repeating to another adult, strange adult? That sounds like conversation that should be said to law enforcement, not a YouTuber. Oh, well, I forgot where I was. You see, young lady who's been doing these interviews, don't get offended by the Queen, because the Queen is just keeping it 100. That's how I rock over here. But I'm going to say this to you because you put your business in the street by talking to a child. And then another one talking to this lady, Sherry. So you need to know how to ask the right questions. You need to know how to ask the right questions, such as, do you know this? Do you know that? Why? You don't know how to ask the right questions. That interview with Sherry was whack. Sherry was disconnected. So that leads me to wonder why she agreed to talk to you. Because I don't think you know how to ask the appropriate questions. That lady was disconnected. There was ticking and banging in the background. I didn't know if maybe somebody had the dryer on. Maybe I'm old. What was that noise in the background? What the hell is going on with you people? All that banging and banging and banging. This is supposed to be an interview question. I don't know. Nosy Parker type situation. Hell, help me out. And then you repeat it and put it on the YT. And this stuff gets circulated from here to Tokyo. And all that noise in the background when it's obvious she didn't have much to say. You asked her questions. She acted like she couldn't talk. I don't know. See, these type of situations remind me of people who go to court and plead the fifth. That's what this conversation sounded like. Stop talking about other people in the chat, please. Don't bring them demons in my chat. Please, don't do that. It starts commotions. I'm just trying to understand. Why didn't you ask her? Why did you and Candy fall out? What is the problem? She lied on me. Well, what did she lie about, ma'am? What did she say, ma'am? What did she say? Why did you two fall out? Why didn't you ask her that? You're sitting here playing the stuff on the YT. People want to know why they fell out. And it seems to me, Sherry should have wanted to tell it. Why didn't you, Sherry? Why didn't you just volunteer? Since you see the interviewer can't interview you, then volunteer. We fell out because of this. She lied on me. She said I did this, and this. Let me guess. Is it over Jose? Did you sleep with Jose too? I'm dead. Yeah, I said that. Because the one thing that women fall out over is either money or a man or some he said, she said. Believe that. You seem like you were scared to ask her questions. You're afraid to rock the boat, but you can't be afraid to rock the boat because you're in the belly of the beast. So once you crawl down in that belly, you shouldn't have been afraid, Miss Lady. And she act like she couldn't bring relevant, steady commentary, Miss Sherry. Something's wrong with this conversation. Are these Mulani's double juggling? Hello, everybody in the chat. Well, anyway. Some of you in the chat saying, excuse me, what does that mean? I'll let you think about it. Photo uploaded a summer, 2 men. Who are these men? When was this photograph taken? Where was it taken? Are these men that Candy Kane knows or Donald Wells or all of the above? And if these are men that Candy Kane knows, where was Donald? Who took the photograph? Is this a time when Donald was out of commission, gone, vamoose, gone to Utah because it was taken at nighttime? What was going on? If indeed this was a photograph taken when Don was out of sight, is this a time when he had left Candy? They were on the outs, perhaps last year. She was having a little fun with her friends, acquaintances. Somebody decided to snap a photograph of grown men with a small child in the dark around a bonfire. Wow. You see, the moral of the story is that Candy never gave a fuck about herself or any of the children that she brought here by her womb. She never cared then. She never cared now. She can give all kinds of excuses to why she gave her children up back then versus what's the problem now. New man, new city, new environment. Scratch that. Same candy, same candy, same candy. You've made poor decisions in your life, and you have continued to make the same mistakes, picking the same type of men, and you don't even have the common sense to say, well, I like a fuck boy, excuse my language, but I'm at least going to take birth control. Why you couldn't be that chick? Why you couldn't just be the chick that likes having sex, messing around with the bad boy, bum, drug addict, drunk, stays in trouble with the law, and use protection? How about that? That's all you had to do. Take the birth control pill, the shot. Easy fix. Free at the health department. Don't cost you a dime. But instead, you picked another bum with a lot of problems, drug addict, alcoholic, like to break the law. And now, one child's missing and 3 are in the state's care. Same MO. Different dude, different city. The rumor is grandma's back. Why come back? Were you ordered back, grandma? Did the TBI make you come back because of these alleged phone calls, information that somebody squealed on you, that you know what happened to Summer? Are you also complicit to the disappearance? Did you help aid Candy and Donald to get rid of that child? You sat idly by knowing that perhaps the child was dead this time, that time. You held the lie. You held it month for month. Then you poof, voila, vanished, went up north. And now you've been talking, pillow talk. Hello. Pillow talk. So what do we believe? You told somebody you didn't. You know what happened, you didn't. You aided this lie, you didn't. What is the truth? 3 months to the date. Today marks 3 months this child went missing, allegedly, June 15th. And now she's nowhere to be found. And all we have are crazy people chasing each other in messenger emails, trying to get a story out that don't have a damn thing to do with Summer Wells. Just a bunch of chatter about sexual assault from way back. How much a car costs, who bought a car, didn't buy a car, how much a property costs, paid for, not paid for, leasing a car, not leasing a car, alleged allegations of why the children were taken. Who's on first, who's on third? That's it. Absolutely nothing. You see, in the end, it doesn't matter who was zooming, who gets high, who drinks, who vapes, who does this. New men, old men, young girls, 17, sending pictures, talking on phones. She said this, he said that. Where is Summer Wells? Ain't you done figured out they're never gonna give up the goods? Hoaxes, fake phone calls, making up stuff about the FBI, the cartel, Pookie, Ray Ray, Bubba. I ain't gonna tell you where the baby is, so stop asking me. You all better wake up. Some of you still waiting at the bus stop and the bus has left. It's been gone. Possibly never coming back around for round 2 to pick you up. So you might want to start walking towards your destination. I've been woke. Welcome to Everyday Shenanigans. If you want to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie, 129 Cash App. This is an open discussion pertaining to all these conversations, interviews, people testifying about this and that, photographs of alleged people dropping off a child. That is the conversation this evening. Thank you for joining me. Thank you all new subscribers and those just stopping in. Hold on 1 minute. Thank you all. Hey, honey. Thanks for joining me. I decided to just come on late. That way it'd be the same day as the child went missing. So sad. It's very sad. Especially looking at those photographs of those kids. It's very sad. Hope you all are well out there. Well, Gina, I don't know what's the truth. Hey, Margaret, how you doing? That's the point of this story. It's like so many, there's endless rumors about this and that. And as I tell people, bring me a receipt. Because I'm not getting ready to argue about anything that I've heard pertaining to Donald Wells and Candace Bly. I go by what I see. Little sleep. Thanks for asking, Rag. But in the end, you're never going to know what's the truth pertaining to people unless they tell you and show you what is the truth. You can argue all day about a car and land and this and who went where and how long they were gone. And in the end, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Where is the child? You see, you don't keep arguing about what somebody else said, paperwork, this and that, who got this, what the clerk said. Where is the child? That's what I want to know. You can argue all day about who's on first, who's on third. Where is the baby? They're never going to tell you where she is. And they see that you're so inclined to their business. They are enjoying themselves with this Game of Thrones. That's what they're playing. They're enjoying themselves. And we're giving them a reason to. Uploaded content every day, every other day about Donald Wells, Candace, the grandmother, this person, that person. Now we have a child speaking. And I already told you how I felt about that. I don't agree with it. You have no business talking to a child about a damn thing. It's not your place. Well, they'll probably end up going to jail for leaking that information. Yes, it's very sad and heartbreaking. Hello, Sarah. Thank you. Tonight. What do you mean, Donna? I've dropped the link in the chat. If you have something you would like to bring forward pertaining to the information I brought with the photos of this and that, the child now talking. Miss Mulani's child has spoken. The Sherry person speaking. Alleged grandmother confessing to this and that. Allegedly, the grandmother had to come back or is back. Just rumors. That is what this conversation is about. Today marks 3 months to the date that Summer Wells was reported missing out of Rogersville, Tennessee. Hit the link if you'd like to give your commentary. Thank you. Well, Rags, hit the link. Okay. Are y'all really gonna do that in the chat? Argue about who's gonna go hit the link? Come on, y'all. 157 people viewing. Mercy. Never seen anything like this. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'll be the one to come up and tell you because I'm sure you haven't seen it.
I don't. Shut up, Angela. I don't hang in sewer drainages.
Right. I just wanted to tell you what they saw.
Okay.
Um,
And don't say the
I
name. I already know who you're talking about. So
know. Trying to figure out how to say that.
just say what you
That
saw.
person,
I
that,
do. That's all.
that person was just reading off what Don wanted to say
Mm-hmm.
off a letter that Don wrote.
A statement. Yes, I heard that. I saw the queue. I saw it in the queue. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And while he was doing that, Don was wanted his hair would look real rough. He had sunglasses on and he had no shirt on.
Okay.
And then he was walking to try to get signal. He kept cutting out real bad. And I guess he handed the phone to Candace, and it was cutting out real bad. Like all you saw her was like, just for a second, then it would jump, then a second, then jump. She did not look well.
Okay.
And then he proceeds to my opinion, go to the restroom. And
Well, let me ask you this before you go there. Does it look like a restroom, ma'am?
it all kind of,
No, it looked like it looked like the kitchen because that
but
same background was there as when that other YouTuber went to his house. It looked like he was sitting at the kitchen chair.
well, the only reason I say
Wait, wait,
restroom,
wait, wait. So wait. Stop, stop,
okay.
stop. What you mean? I don't understand what you're saying. The chair.
He was sitting in a chair, and then it looked to. I'm just going to tell you, my dad is a IV drug addict, and it looked like to me like he was shooting up in his leg, and you could see his face flush too and get red like he just did a hot shot. And
Oh,
this is just
somebody in the chat is saying they had a shower in it.
no, there
Yeah,
was no shower in it. There was no shower in it. In the background there were pictures on the wall, so unless you hang in pictures
I
in the
want to go.
shower, child, I don't know, but I will tell you it looked
Okay,
like he
somebody saying no walls between bathroom and the kitchen. What do you mean?
we
Okay, they
saw
said that the toilet and the shower is in the kitchen.
but we didn't see no toilet or shower in the kitchen on that one
Well, the tub
YouTuber.
is outside. Did y'all notice that picture that girl keeps showing on her channel? Because I ain't about to say her damn name. There's a picture of the kids in the damn tub outside with water in it. I'm dead. Freddie, I'm dead.
I believe that. I do believe that. But it looked like he was shooting up to me, and then he leaned up and he pulled up his pants right there on camera.
I'm dead.
And
Oh.
his sister just the other day said that he used to shoot up in his legs.
Well, those are places that people do shoot up. They
Right.
shoot up in places that will be hidden by the public, which would be your legs.
Right.
Right.
And so everybody was saying, in the chat that it looked like to them that he was using the restroom. But to me, with my experience and seeing my dad, and
Okay.
also just the background, and then I didn't hear any toilet noises,
Okay. Like you flush it. You got to flush it.
or even just pee, hitting
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
toilet. I didn't
Mhm.
hear any of that. And he was looking down the way he was looking down the whole time, and you could see like the fan blowing his hair. And when he
Okay.
walked in that room in the kitchen, you could see the ceiling fan was on really low in there.
Okay. Somebody's saying he has track marks.
And then he also had on the left side of his face a big knot like he had just gotten hit in the eye. And he had sunglasses on,
Probably
and then
fell. Drunk, high, and
or
fell.
drunk. Yeah, he could have.
He fell.
And yeah,
I mean, look at their house. You could trip over stuff. My God.
girl, I tripped getting into the front door on the scaffolding. I'd
Oh,
have to put me some plywood down or something because I'd kill
what else
myself.
happened? Um,
But
well, what it looked like to me was like he was sitting in the kitchen, and
okay.
yeah,
then
Sorry.
he got up trying to get signal.
Mm-hmm.
Candace was in a recliner, so it looked like to me he got up from the kitchen, trying to get signal past Candace, and then went into this room.
To like a makeshift restaurant, what you're saying.
he turned around because Candace was in that very front room where the two twin beds are. That's where that chair is, that easy chair.
Yeah,
There's
you can see.
only two, There's
You can
only
see the
2
front door.
rooms on that top floor.
Yeah. You could see the front door right as you pass
Yes.
Candace. You could see the front door.
Yes. So he was in
And then,
that front room. Candace was wrecked on the chair, thought she was dead the way her hand was laying there, the
Mhm.
way it just dropped. I
Mhm.
watched it like 4 times because my jaw was on the floor.
yeah,
I thought,
Well,
there
I'm like
is
this person here. Maybe this is another prank.
could be.
no, this, I saw his eyes, girl. No, this wasn't a prank. He was messed up.
What I'm just
And,
saying. I mean, well, what
and
if she was perpetrating? See, these people play a lot because you got to remember they're drunk and high when they're playing on the phone.
oh, they were both definitely, Candace looked, and she looked confused, like he had just woke her up or something. And he was saying, my statement, they're reading my statement. And she
Somebody
had no
said.
idea what he was talking about.
Somebody
She
saying
looked,
somebody from another channel called the police. Candy don't look well. Oh Lord.
No, she didn't. She did not look well.
no, she didn't. Thought she was, I honestly thought she was dead at first. I honestly did.
Well,
And
let me say this.
she had the
They've probably
famous,
been doing this. But don't you find it interesting going into the 3 month of you calling to say your child was taken?
yeah,
Because they know what today is, or what today, it was coming up. But this was
the
just when he
anniversary
filmed
date.
it. 3 months, yeah.
Hmm.
So we gonna get ha 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 ha. Because probably this is what
So
you've been doing. This what you've been doing before you reported her missing.
yes, yes, ma'am.
But you really geeked up because your time is running out with the foolishness and these stories and phone tagging, reindeer games, Game of Thrones. I'm dead.
But to go on there, it was a disrespect to Summer, in
That's
my
Well,
what I said.
opinion.
but that's the whole point of the story. There has never been any respect for Summer. That's why she's not here. That's why she's
Yeah,
not here. That's why 3 little boys are in the States care.
that's
Because
right.
nobody ever cared about them.
And
And
they
then you
still
got
don't.
this bubblehead talking to them. Should know they probably geeked up anyway. I would have made sure before I talked to them. Hey, y'all kosher. You straight before I talk to you. See,
You
that's
could
what
tell.
somebody would do if they cared about
That's
you.
what I thought. I thought, is he putting them on blast on purpose? Because there's no way
I already said they've been
anybody.
doing this before the kids got taken and before Summer went missing. All I'm saying is they're probably overly high because this is 3 month anniversary of the
Yeah,
girl missing.
yeah, yeah. I just couldn't believe. At first, I thought, well, or no, I'm sorry, I thought that YouTuber was just going to cut it off because it was that bad. And then finally, at the end, after they did cut it off,
Mhm.
uh, the YouTuber sat there looking stunned, straight stunned, and didn't say anything for maybe 30 seconds,
Yeah.
40 seconds, maybe.
Okay,
And
but you
then
filmed it. But you filmed it.
He deleted it as soon as it was over.
I
Okay, but
actually,
my point
as
is
I
you still
was,
filmed it with him calling before you even knew what the hell was going to be going on,
Yeah.
right?
yeah, yeah,
Unless you just got cameras around your house watching you talk to people on the phone.
right.
Okay, stay woke.
Yeah.
Well, I don't quite think that he was expecting that atmosphere. It was just alive, and he called in like normal. So I think he was stunned at what he saw too.
And he might have talked to him 30 minutes before, an hour before, and he might have looked somewhat straight, but something caught up to him because it was bad. It was real bad. And it was bad enough for the YouTuber to take the video down. And they want those clicks,
Well,
girl.
somebody's gonna flag it anyway.
Yeah.
They're gonna flag that.
He
For what?
didn't. I mean,
For
I
what
just wanted to
though?
come up real quick, and I'll let you and Miss Piper talk because I'm up here all the time. But that's what it looked like. It looked like he was in like the kitchen. Candace really didn't look well. Maybe she did just get woke up.
Yeah.
And yeah, but the point to me was like he sat down and then literally laid the phone down like by his knee and
Terry
watched.
Holman says it's back up.
Okay.
It's
And
oh,
then,
I bet he deleted it out. I bet he deleted it out. I wonder if he did.
Tina says it was deliberate for views. Let me tell
uh,
you something. When you start talking and dealing with people, you already know their demeanor. He's talked to him long enough to know he's been geeked up, and he was going to be geeked up when he called. He's geeked up when they pulled that hole, so why would he not be geeked up last night? Come on now.
Well, I know I wouldn't be calling my dad this time of night, putting him on a live.
Say what?
I said I know I wouldn't be calling, knowing what my dad, if that he gets geeked up like he does. I'm just saying I know I wouldn't call my dad and at this time of night and put him on a live, thinking he was going to be straight.
I know another channel was going on that was talking to his sister,
Mm.
and Don was texting his sister or trying to call his sister, and that channel was like, "That's a felony, sir. You cannot be calling her."
Oh no, I
Say
missed
what? Say that
that.
again. Wait. Say what you said again, sweetheart.
Okay, I was watching another creator that
Mm-hmm.
had okay, I'm just CM. Okay, we all know who that is. And he was getting a text while he was live from Mary that Don keeps trying to call her
Mm-hmm.
right
Tonight,
tonight. And
while
he
he
and
was on that other channel then.
yeah, and CM put the phone up and said, "Donnie's trying to call me. This is Mary. This is a felony, sir. Quit calling your sister."
Oh no.
Yep. So, but yeah,
Somebody
I,
said I just checked it back up and he didn't delete it.
He deleted the part.
Listen, somebody says I just checked it. It is back up. He didn't delete it. That's
Right.
somebody.
He put it on private for a little bit, but I was just wondering, is it up in its entirety? Is that
Sweetheart, listen. It
I
came
hear
in at
what you're saying.
1:14 a.m. It's now 1:15.
yeah,
They
she's
put it in
saying
the chat.
I
she's
hear
saying
what you're
he did.
saying.
Yeah,
I hear what you're saying. What I'm asking is
Well, they're
I hear
saying
that I hear
they're
that what you're
saying nope, he didn't delete anything.
Oh, okay. Okay.
yeah.
Why? It's too
Well,
much work doing all that.
that's just crazy.
Somebody says it's all there.
Wow. Wow.
Yep. Somebody else says yes. The whole thing is there.
Whoa. Well, maybe that person decided to just let him.
Okay, Sarah. Thanks for joining me, honey. Love you too, dear. Well, interesting.
Yeah. I won't hold up your line. Hey, I just found your channel
Mhm.
yesterday. This
Okay.
is only my second. I just subscribed yesterday,
Thank you.
and I love your channel. I love the
Thank
way
you.
you make people think through things that they're saying instead of
Where you
just
calling
throwing
from?
it out
Where
there.
you calling from, baby?
What's that?
Where you calling from?
Indiana.
Oh, Indiana. Well, let me ask you something. What do you think about all the phone calls? You know, you can't just run out of here just yet now.
I know.
Well,
I've
I
been
didn't
doing
want to
it
tie
too.
up your line. I'm
No,
okay.
no. I have a title. Most people don't like to follow the rules of the titles. They want to talk about everything else instead of addressing the title. That's a rule. You always address the title, then you can say whatever you want after that. What do you think about all the clout chasing, the talking to YouTubers, all these random interviews, phone calls? Now Allie's daughter's talking. Pictures of them allegedly dumping a child off. What do you think about all these things that keep popping up day for day?
I probably think about the same thing as what you said in your monologue because basically it's a shame because none of this is even about summer. It's about clicks, AdSense, you
Listen, she
know,
wouldn't say it ass.
AdSense, ADSENSE.
I know what you're talking. I mean, you
Oh,
know I know what that means.
oh, I'm sorry. I thought you
I'm
thought,
just sitting there thinking it was just funny you saying it because most people probably don't know about that.
yeah, but that's what I think it's about. Subscribers getting and on people's feeds and promoting your channel and and trying to make money off of
So you
a
even
little
believe that it's even
5-year-old
people
girl.
double juggling off of YouTubers, a YouTuber double juggling off another YouTuber, a random person that's not really involved in the case finding a YouTuber going in to Facebook looking up folks, brother, sister, cousin, trying to track them down. It's called double juggling. It's a street term when you're out there hustling.
They're hustling, right?
One thing that
For those who've never been in the game, that's what it is. It's double juggling.
Yeah.
one thing I kind of wonder, like all of them's coming up now, but if you kind of listen, you can kind of get the intel that these creators are reaching out to them. Like
Well,
Oh
they
yeah.
probably are. They probably are.
and that's probably why they're talking. Like that one that you were talking about earlier,
Mhm.
where you couldn't hear because of dryer. She didn't want to talk. She didn't want to answer any questions.
It was obvious if a person takes too long to answer and then they don't even start talking after they've answered. 'Cause, most people will offer something even after you've asked them a question.
There are
Right.
a lot of
By the way, blah blah blah. She ain't offered nothing.
It was all just very short answers. There wasn't any kind of elaboration, you know. Yeah, I agree. It didn't seem like she was all too interested to be there, but there she was.
Yeah, but how many times did that lady probably call her before it drove her crazy? She finally answered the phone. And like the other one with the minor, she probably texted her over and over and over. And
Somebody says, Lord have mercy. I think she was in a public laundromat. I'm dead. Okay. Well, it's got okay.
I mean, if we're gonna go there, I think she was jogging down the road. I don't know.
With something beating like that?
Yeah, her were flapping.
Her tire was flapping or something. She had a flat tire.
There we go. Her 2 flat tires were flapping.
God. I think I'd be more concerned about my safety and my tires than talking to anybody on the phone. It wouldn't matter who it was. My car and my safety is more important than talking to you, and I'm not answering nothing. So I got to go, baby. I got 2 flat tires. Bye.
Right. About to call AAA.
Yeah.
Yes. I know.
Somebody said I heard a horn and some music. Okay, y'all killing me.
A horn. Like a mariachi band kind of horn, or
Lord have mercy.
I mean, it is all crazy and it's all, just a bunch of circus, but yet it is keeping her out there.
And one more thing, as much as it might get on my nerves that, and I'm speaking only for myself, it kind of grates my nerves sometimes when these creators are doing this and doing that or what have you. But the one good thing is all information is good information, even if it doesn't seem like it to us. The more people talk, the more likely they're going to slip up. You know what I mean?
You think so?
Well, that's why we got 2 eyes on 1 mouth. You know what I mean? Because loose lips sink ships, and eventually you keep talking, you're going to slip up. You're going to say something that's contrary to what you've told the police, or
We'll see.
Yeah. So that if there's any good thing about these people talking, to me that's it. And in the name of maybe learning something that'll help lead to summer in the end, even though it might be
Let me
ugly
ask
on
you
the
something.
way.
What happened? What do you think happened?
What do I think happened are you guys what happened to Summer?
You.
I personally think that I almost think that Candace either did something to her inadvertently, or there was, or even on purpose, maybe hit her too hard in the head or something, or there was some sort of accident or sickness. I personally believe that both parents and the grandma know exactly where little Summer is, and they're just CYA right now, all the way. All the they're going for broke. They're driving it like it's stolen.
I almost see it like this. You have so many professionals out there searching that does this nonstop for a living, and they can't find them. Then,
but in the hills of Tennessee.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if she just wandered off, they would have found her. So that's fine.
Oh, I see what you're
And then
saying.
they search miles and miles and miles and they can't find her. That means somebody's did something with her.
Yeah.
Well, you know, when that Earnhardt lady spoke, I believe everything she said. They never heard anything like this where they don't have even an inkling of nothing.
Yeah, and they've never come out and
Especially the
changed
first
that
few hours
statement.
is pivotal of anybody going missing. First 3 hours of your life is pivotal to being discovered, found something. You
Yeah.
had nothing.
Nothing. They had
Then
nothing
you're in the next
except,
day, you have nothing. Then you in the next day, you have nothing. I get what she was saying. It is odd.
yeah.
Because, yeah, that's kind of how I see it. Because if you have nothing that's around, then that means it happened right there. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because if she was taken off, she was abducted, or she was kidnapped, there would be something somewhere leading to where they took her. There's nothing. So they didn't take her nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Very sad.
It's real sad. Hey, have you, Miss Queen, have you watched that documentary, Just Melvin, Just Evil?
I don't think so. What's it about?
It's free on YouTube, but
Mm-hmm.
it's about a family that I grew up. I come
Hey,
from
Susan, I'm good.
Eastern Kentucky,
Okay.
in the hills in that area, but there was a lot of incest and
Mm-hmm.
SA, that kind of thing
I did see
growing
something
up.
with you today about the whites. You heard of him?
What's that?
It's a documentary on YouTube called something about the whites. It's in Kentucky, I think, or West Virginia is one of them. But
Oh,
I
the
saw,
Whitakers.
I saw it in the queue today.
Yeah, the Whitakers, the wild something of Whitakers, something wild white something Whitakers. I don't know, but yeah, this one's called Just Melvin, Just
Okay.
Evil, and it really perfectly shows exactly what home life can be like for some of the kids that grow up in these rural areas.
You're right.
Um, like, I'm not saying this about other people. I grew up in a rural area and I, saw this stuff myself. So I'm not, virtue signaling to anybody and saying somebody's better or not because they're from a certain area. I'm just saying that my experience growing up in a rural area is real similar to this documentary. And this documentary, when you see it, or if you see it, you will think of
Uh,
summer.
Somebody
You
in the
will think of
status
summer.
saying it's the saddest thing they ever seen. T. Sophia said that.
Yeah. And it just goes
I,
to show you how
I don't know. I don't know if that was the one I saw or not. But it's supposed
it's
to be about crime and stuff like that. That's what they
no, this
said in
is
the
about
queue.
generational SA.
Oh no, this one was about crime. It said, I think it's called the Whites. I think it was Kentucky, but I'll write
No,
that
I
down.
know what you're talking about. They're the whites in West Virginia.
Okay,
But yeah, but this one is I don't even think it's out here out east. I think it's out in Washington state somewhere. Is the setting, it looked like maybe it was filmed in the 90s or early 2000s.
okay,
Um,
okay, okay,
yeah,
okay.
but it's about generational SA.
Yeah, well, I
And
don't watch nothing like that. I've had enough. I talk about enough of that over here.
yeah, it
Yeah,
just shows
I-
how it's so normalized.
yeah, that's
And
really a subject I don't really like watching about.
yeah,
I don't
I
like
hear you.
watching movies about children being touched, and I don't like doing documentaries. That's just a pet peeve of mine. I don't.
Yeah, yeah. Well, these were their kids are now adults, and it just kind of showed how it affected their entire lives from children all the way up to adulthood, and how it's now affecting their children's lives. And it's just it's a sad it's a sad state of
Hmm.
the way things are some places, and in some families.
The Whitakers is what they're calling it, right? The Whitakers. That's the story you're speaking of. Somebody in the chat's asking. Miss
Me?
Piper.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I'm not talking about the Whitakers. I've seen the Whitakers.
Well,
That's a
what's
different.
the name of the story you're talking about?
It's called Just Just Just
Okay.
Melvin.
Oh, just Melvin. Just Melvin is
Just
the name of it.
yeah, Just Melvin, comma Just Evil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just Melvin, comma, just evil. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
But it
See, T Sophia said it's on YouTube channel, Soft White Underbelly. Oh, I love that guy. Oh,
no,
I
that's
love
where the Whitakers are. The
Oh, that's the Whitakers. Oh, okay. Well, I still like
Whitakers.
that channel. Soft
Me
White
too.
Underbelly. I like
Me
him.
too. I know.
Okay,
Yeah.
somebody said the channel is called the White Underbelly. Oh Lord, y'all bringing up more names. Yikes. Okay. Okay. Well,
yeah,
anything
I
else?
if that's not where I watched it, but if you just punch it in YouTube, it just comes right up the very first one. It's
Okay.
like
Yeah,
yeah,
I was watching
but
something late this morning with Ethan Hawke, and it was kind of on the line of what we're talking about, and it was based on a true story about rituals and this young girl who said her father had touched her. It's very interesting. I didn't finish it. I was in the last 40 minutes. I fell asleep. I had to go back in, and I can't even remember the name of it, but Ethan Hawke is starring in it. He's a detective.
oh, that sounds
I,
interesting though.
I got it off of Tubi. So if you've got Tubi, which is free, just go into
Yeah,
Tubi.
I've got Tubi.
Yeah, you can pull it
Yeah.
up out of Tubi.
What'd you say it was called?
I can't remember the name of it. I done forgot, honey. That was so many hours ago because I fell asleep on it. But it's in Tubi. You'll see it.
Okay, I'll check
Got
it
Ethan.
out.
It's got Ethan Hawke in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it's there's some crazy stuff in this world. That's all I can say.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Very. All right. Well, anything else?
No, ma'am, but I appreciate you letting me talk and uh
Anytime. Anytime.
I'm really enjoying your channel and
Thank you so much. Please check out my other videos. I've got over 1,000.
okay.
Got over a
and,
1,000 videos. Please knock yourself out if you're interested in R. Kelly. I've got to do an upload about him because I'm 2 days behind on his
and
shenanigans.
and Miss Night Owl when she was on she had me
Last night,
rolling.
yeah,
She had me
she
rolling.
likes to get crunk when it comes to talking about crazy stuff. She will get a little crunk. She likes to crack jokes, but it's sad. It is sad. All the stuff we're
Yeah,
talking about is very sad.
well, yeah, yeah. But you know what? We do kind of sometimes have to bring levity to life,
You do, I
for our
do. I
sanity.
trust me. Queen knows because I sit back and watch the things, and I be like, "Oh my God, Angela, did you just say that?
But you
Did you
but you
just
got
say
to admit
that?"
some things are so ridiculous that they
Yes,
bring
these
this stuff
people,
on
like what you
themselves.
all just repeated, is ridiculous. Don't you think?
Yes. That's
Your
yes.
child is missing, and this is all you have to do in your spare time.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. A child
I
goes
said, with
missing and
all this stuff that's going on with the child missing, why are you acting like this?
yes. Yes.
So,
And I've seen, like I said, I'm in Indiana. I've seen some Summer Wells posters here, flyers.
I'm in Indiana too, but I haven't seen one of them.
oh, really? Okay.
You're in
Okay.
Indiana too, Rags?
Yeah, I'm in Indiana.
Oh,
Oh.
Lord. To Indiana. Then.
yeah, but I've
We got
seen
us two
them.
Yankees on the panel.
Yep.
I wasn't born a Yankee, but I'll take it.
One
but
thing that I was watching that Eco Search last night, and the lady that runs, I can't think of her name right now. She said something that I really like. She goes, "She's our summer now, and we will find our summer." I
Oh,
really like that.
man. Okay, let me ask you
speak
this, Rags. Is there any truth to them taking Donna Wells out to eat?
Yeah, Dave said it. He said he sat down and broke bread with him. He said, and
Oh,
everybody was like, "How in the world can in the chat? How can you sit with him?" He goes, he's just a very mature man, and he sees it as facts. He goes, "It's not about Donald. It's not about
nope.
Candace. It's about finding that baby."
yeah.
And he said, "I'm not worried about the rumors and the pranks, and My mind's not on that. My mind's on finding that baby.
Yeah. Well, you can't focus on them. That's the whole point. See, when you're dealing with professional people, they don't get out into the things that we do. You understand what I'm saying? They don't go into thinking the things we think of. They only stay on the road, on the course of what's been given to them. So they don't do all this stuff that we do, watching this, repeating this, doing this, and they'll tell you that. And even when you go in the court of law, that's why the law is strict about when you're testifying, what you can and can't say, what you can and can't repeat, because it's not allowed. Repeat what Joe, Pookie said. It doesn't.
And there's a reason. There's a reason for it.
Right.
I'm human and I'm a woman, so of course I want to watch it, but that's I try to stay on the facts of it too. Just like they kind of do. Like everybody's like, he's sitting on the toilet shooting up. I did not see that. I saw him walk from here to here, and it's like, I mean, you should have seen the stuff blow up. It's like, why are you guys this immature? But anyways, sorry if I offended anybody there, but it's just like you're putting stuff, like they said Candace looked like she was dead. Her eyes were open,
but that's how all that got started with the photograph of the little girl in the back seat. Look how bad that turned out with somebody. All it took was one person to say, "I think she's dead."
Exactly.
And people ran with that, blew it up, and it didn't stop because that's all it took was one monkey to say, "I think she's dead" in that photo. And then somebody else looks at it and say, "I think you're right." Then they go spread it to Pookie. Then Pookie calls Susie. Then Susie calls Job. Job called Noah. And Noah said, "Well, let's see." You understand what I'm saying? And it went haywire.
We better make a video, Noah.
That's it.
Right. I mean, yes, she did not look well. But, I mean, it's 3 months. We'll just say that for a moment, I'll be the devil actor. They're not guilty. Okay? I'm not saying I think that, but just saying it. What would you look like at 3 months?
Busy.
Busy. I mean, I know.
What I
think is they don't look well because they're doing something they ain't got no business. They ain't look well because they weary because they child business.
I am 100% understand that. I'm just saying I didn't go into it with the eyes of what can I find now.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. But because so much talk has come out about them doing that, that's going to be the first thing people assume because they don't act like they care about their kid. Now you got rumors that they get high. So that's all a person needs to see you loopy, woo, woo, woo. Oh, yeah, they doing that.
Right. But it was like, what, 10, 30, 11 o'clock? They just look like they rolled out of bed. I mean,
are you talking about tonight?
Yeah, I'm just trying to look at it logically and keep the other stuff out of my mind. I agree with you, Miss Piper, but I'm trying not to go there. But I'm just saying.
Because if we're sticking to facts, they sure didn't look like they just rolled out of bed, honey.
Dawn looked pretty. I'm trying to be logical.
No, you're not being logical. You're being nice. There's a difference.
Yeah, I think that's
being nice. You don't want to say something bad.
Right.
Because
which is good.
All the stuff that's come out about him and her, allegedly.
Yeah, and I'm the one, it was me that said that she looked dead when I got on here. I said, girl, at first I thought she looked dead the way her hand was laying, but I did follow it up with, but then she just looked like she was confused and didn't know what was going on. Just to clarify
she probably was inebriated.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if I was asleep, I wouldn't be in front of the up there. I'd be in my bed sleep unless I fell asleep in a chair.
Yeah, she was in the chair, the light was on and stuff, and
I just kind of try to think of it as, everybody's like, he was shooting up. I want to think that if this was about Summer, he would not go live with the camera on, and shoot up.
Well, you would think not, but you're not an addict,
right? True. And that's the whole point of this whole story. That what you would do is different than what they would do because you're not them, allegedly. So I'm not going to do and act like how they act because I'm not on the level that they're on.
Right.
So if you're an empty vessel, you're going to do things that appears abnormal, out of the norm, uncaring.
Plus, it's good to have two different views going on at the top. Makes the combo.
Yeah, that's true. Look, I tell you, entitled to your opinion. I didn't watch it, so I can't say. But that's why I keep telling people the reason why I think a lot of people are riding the ride on the sexual assault and the trafficking is only because of these people coming out saying he's done something. I don't think many people would ride that ride had they not heard these allegations from Jeannie and Mary. You get where I'm going?
Right.
I think you're
You
right.
wouldn't even think about that if that's not
Yeah.
your mode of thinking.
That's why I was trying to
Right.
say. I was just trying to think of it as not knowing anything about the past,
Mm-hmm.
not knowing anything about them, watching the video, not trying to look in the background, just look and hear what's going on and hear what's said.
Okay, Mama Lisa. You're welcome, Barb. Yeah,
Not
Yeah.
saying that I don't think
because
that's so guilty.
that's like anything. That's just like the person bringing the information that he stole all the time and he robbed and stole lawnmowers and did this. Well, if your mindset weighs on that, first thing you're gonna say is, well, you don't invite him over because he'll steal your lawnmower, he'll steal your jewelry. See what I'm saying? But you didn't know if he was a thief or nothing until you started hearing these stories. Now there's more stuff coming out about the lawnmowers, the this, the that. See, you don't know
The
no more.
rings, his parents'
Stole from
wedding
you.
rings.
Oh, well, if he stole that, then he couldn't come back in my house. That's a whole nother.
Yeah,
That ain't
he
nothing.
stole his parents' wedding rings and
Okay,
sold
so
them,
that's
she
my
said.
point. If you gonna let this person come back in your house, even if they're conformed, I still wouldn't trust you in my house.
No,
Yep.
I
And
wouldn't
that
either.
and that goes back to the whole alley thing. I'm sorry, I'm gonna.
No, go ahead. You're right.
But like her, oh yeah, Candace did all this, and I seen this happen. I seen this happen. Oh, Hunter comes in. Can I go with Candace? Sure. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, like you were just saying, they're gonna let him back in the house. She's
Yeah.
gonna let her kids
So
go
that's
over
why
there.
some of us are thinking that that these people are all flawed, whether you add the essay in or not. You're still riding the ride with a man who's trouble. You're going back and forth, arguing this and that. He's bringing up old stuff about money. You're only in it for the money. Yeah. You have to ask yourselves, if we're to believe these allegations of him touching this one, why were you all still in contact, talking this and that? Then she talked about she still love him. That's just really not commentary you hear from somebody if they're still holding on to somebody touched them. I'm not getting ready to say that about you. I ain't getting ready to say I love you. I
Yeah.
ain't. Maybe you would. See, that's the whole point. I'm not her.
Right.
Right.
I'm not getting
But
ready to talk about loving you.
I've seen people say they hate their moms and don't love their mom for less than what
Yeah.
she's saying.
So that's
I'm
what
like,
I'm saying. That whole story of these people seems jacked up because here we're talking about people that's knowing about abuse, aiding abusers, letting them come in and out the house, stealing stuff, doing this, touching folks, and then now all this is only resurfacing because somebody went missing. But before that, it looked like all y'all was in cahoots together. So this is where we have to challenge this folks talking about victim shaming and stuff. Wasn't nobody worried about nothing when the little girl was walking around and we could see her. See, that's what I'm on. Y'all act like y'all was in cahoots before the girl went missing. Now we're hearing all these dirty secrets when she went missing. You see what I'm saying? But how were you acting towards Don beforehand? Who was calling whom before Summer went missing? See, that's the key to this story. Because if you really don't care for somebody and they have assaulted you in some form or fashion, no matter what the age is, and you will not be dealing with them, period. It don't matter if y'all got the same mama, daddy, it don't matter. Hell to the no.
And wasn't Don just out there in Utah with
See, that's
his
what I'm saying.
family? I mean, he was just out there recently enough. I guess what, October, September of last year?
Well,
Because
yeah,
that's
when he went and he came back because of whatever, allegedly. But that's my whole point.
yeah.
When you listen to her talk about loving him, this and that, something's off with this. See,
And he
I'm
said,
one of the people. I listen to what people say. I don't listen to what everybody else talking about because I know everybody else don't know them.
yeah, and he said, I think even he was at a party at his sister's house getting food when Candace called and she misunderstood him, thought he was just at a party, which he probably was with the son. But you
and
know what I mean? This is
Mm-hmm.
how
at
many
his sister's house.
how many sisters does he have? Because obviously his sister was just at his house when he was live because he had her glasses on. And he said, "Oh, I got my sister's glasses on. I look goofy." So obviously, within the past month, they were together.
Wait, what? For real?
Yeah, if you watch the live on a different, anyways, he had he was trying to read a Bible scripture, and he put the
Oh
glasses on.
Lord.
He's like, I sorry, I look goofy. These are my sister's glasses. So obviously, he was just around them, and it's like,
see, that's where I have the problem with this. And so now everybody's crying about the essay. So what was the relationship between him and the genie one, the one that's got the actual allegations? What was their relationship before Summer went missing?
I don't
That'd
think they
be nice to
spoke.
know.
I don't think they spoke because her whole
Okay.
thing was she said that she didn't even know he had a daughter. A daughter.
I'm just asking.
And
I'm
then,
just asking because I haven't been keeping up with none of the interviews because it's not my cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea.
yeah, because she said that's why she came out, because she didn't know he had a daughter. And
So
then
let's go here. Who is married to Don?
His stepsister.
Okay, and Jeannie is the biological sister.
No, Jeannie's also his stepsister.
Stepsister how? Because I think y'all call stepsister something different than maybe we do. What do you consider a stepsister?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a half sister, isn't it?
That's what I'm trying to ask. By father.
Oh, wait. No, that's not right.
Stepsister is by marriage. My mama married your daddy. We all live in the same house with step brothers and sisters.
and no blood.
Different daddy is half.
Don's dad married their mom.
That's a stepsister then.
Yeah.
Stepbrother, stepsister. Okay. Okay, so their mom married Don's dad. Okay,
Yeah.
so that was his stepsisters. I got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
No
And I
relation.
think Don
Okay.
has a full sister as well that lived there with them in the beginning, and
Okay.
she's or didn't live there because she's older.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think it's
That's
interesting
my
that
understanding.
he touched the one, which is Jeannie, as a child, and then the allegations with Mary is him and some boys tried to do something to her or something. What when she was a teenager or something? Is that correct?
They tried to rip her clothes off.
Okay.
And
So still, why would I care about him even as an adult?
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
there's no blood there.
It wouldn't matter if it's blood or not. Why would I care about you if you tried to attack me?
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying about Mary. I mean, they're not even blood, but she still loves.
Okay,
I mean,
but that's the whole point I'm trying to make still.
I guess
Why would I care about you if you tried to attack me?
you would not.
That's my point.
Yeah.
It don't matter if I'm related to you or not. You tried to assault me. You and some other people. That means you didn't care about me to try to stop them. Then you was in cahoots with them. So why even now I'm grown, I don't love nothing. That love for God. You God's child. You're not mine. Because I'm human. I'm of the flesh. I'm gonna be flawed. I can't see nobody saying that they would love somebody, even grown now, that tried to do that to them. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, not if it affected. Yeah,
Huh?
not if it affected you the way that you're acting like it did. Then to turn
Right.
around. Yeah.
And so then you listen to Don talk about loving her. See, I thought when Don was speaking, I thought he was talking about somebody else. And then I said, no, wait a minute. He's talking about that lady. I was like, what the hell am I listening to? I'm wondering if something went on when they were grown.
He said that about. See, I missed that too.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh my
I
Lord."
loved her. She played me. Isn't that who he was talking about, Mary?
I think I missed that one too. So,
oh Lord,
you'll have to look in chat.
Now that you're saying it though, I think are you talking about when he was saying that he loved her during that time when
see,
they
that's
were
what I'm trying to
young?
understand. What is
Okay.
the time? That's where I'm going with this.
Yeah. Yeah, I did hear that, and I wasn't sure.
So how old? So if we're to
Right.
believe it was that time, how old was he and she? I know we talk about Jeannie, everybody. I know this.
Yeah.
I'm saying, what
Yeah.
was the age?
Yeah, Jeannie was 5 and he was 12 when it started.
So what Mary?
Mary, I don't know how
This is
old
why I'm
she
confused.
was.
So see, this I probably don't need to talk about this because I'd have somebody to know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Who is he talking about played him? If
Jeannie.
somebody in the chat knows, tell me.
Jeannie.
So how old was she when she was allegedly liking the 13-year-old person?
6.
So he's speaking of a 6-year-old liking a 13-year-old. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, and that when it first started, she was 5 and he was 12.
Okay.
And he said that it was reciprocal, that she asked to see his, and he used some disgusting terminology, and they just messed around. And
okay, somebody's saying something else. He said Jeannie ruined his relationship with a woman. She was 12, he was 19. Okay, that's what I'm trying to get an understanding.
Yeah.
So how in the world could you be loving somebody you raised as a brother, sister, and you are 19 and they are 12? That's all I wanted to know. Who it was and what the age was.
Oh, when it ended? That's when it supposedly ended.
No, I'm trying to understand what age he was when he's speaking of this love. That's what I'm speaking of.
Oh, right. But we
Somebody
don't know,
saying
do
she
we?
was 12, he was 19.
That's when it ended. So I guess if he's saying, when it ended, he loved her and all that, then
Okay,
yeah.
somebody's in the chat saying he was 19 when he said he loved her and she ruined his relationship. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to get understanding.
Okay.
So either way, it's messed up. Because a 12-year-old is not loving you, and you are not loving a 12-year-old. Because one, you're raised like a brother, and you are over 18. And 18 will still be too old for a 12-year-old. There's no way a 12-year-old can love anybody.
No. And, it was his first
That's
night.
why I don't like talking about this. Because I'm all confused. Because I don't watch the content, see.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. You all come in talking about this subject here. On that certain network, I don't indulge. Because I don't want to hear it. Because now you see how stupid this sounds, what I'm repeating.
That's why I didn't answer, because
a 19-year-old is talking about a 12-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Who was younger than that when he was messing with her.
Right.
This is ridiculous.
And that when he was 19 and she was 12, apparently it was his first night out of prison. He'd been in prison for a couple of years. And so she had gone for 2 years without.
Wait, listen. What's about that chat? Hold on, let's stop for a minute. I don't think he meant like in love. Huh? Meant like family loved her. Well, Monica, you must didn't hear what I was listening to. You agree with that, Rags?
Oh, no, I do not. I think he meant he was in love with her.
Well, that's how he sounded when he said it.
Yeah.
He didn't say nothing about the family loving her.
No.
He said, I loved her. And she played me. That's not the context you would use in the same context about your family loving her.
Yeah.
What does your family have to do with her playing you? Oh, Lord Jesus. Go ahead and finish.
Yeah, he talks to her about in that content
Jesus.
as in love. Like, I wouldn't talk about my brother like he talks about her.
Wow.
But I don't speak too much on it, because when he gets into that essay stuff, I don't like listening to it. It's just
that's my whole point of why I don't listen to that commentary on that certain person's network. I'm not getting ready to listen at that hour for hour for hour. I tell people that I don't like watching movies about that topic, so I'm not getting ready to sit here and listen to nobody talk about that happening to them. I don't want to hear that.
I can't even hardly listen to him talk about Summer, to be honest. The way that he.
Okay, Shane is talking about this. Let's go here. See, now we're still getting okay. He said that Jeannie ruined his relationship in Texas, and as soon as it was over, she played him. Okay, so he's talking about Jeannie. That's what I thought he was talking about. Okay, Mary said she was 12 at the time, and he was 19 in Texas. Thank you, Shayna. I was just like, wait a minute. I thought he was talking about Jeannie did something to him. So, okay, so what does he mean by that? She ruined the relationship. So what did she say? See, he didn't go into details, did he? I don't remember him saying what she did to play him.
He said that she started seeing her cousin and didn't have any more interest in him. Isn't that what he
Who,
said? Something like
Jeannie?
that, Rags?
Are
Yeah.
you talking about Jeannie?
Yes,
Yeah.
Jeannie.
That's what I thought he was. That's who I thought he was talking about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think he was talking about Mary.
No, Jeannie.
No.
Yeah.
Yep.
You've been messing and touching Mary, and now you liking the other stepsister. Are we all on the same page on that?
The only
Yeah.
thing that I really got out of Mary, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that they, 2 boys held her down. Is that not right?
Well,
And they,
that's what I thought I heard. And then, but Shannon here saying he said she broke them up and then started seeing their other cousin. So Don must have been liking what, another lady or girl?
but Mary herself, not all these 20,000 other women. Mary herself, wasn't it just 2 other boys held her down? And
I thought so. Now
that's what I
somebody's
thought.
saying tried to slander her. He also accused Jeannie of trying to sleep with his dad. Oh Lord. Okay, now
Yes,
my
he
saying
did.
I
I heard
believe
that.
Mary was held down by Don's friends. Okay, forget it. I'm over it.
Yes.
Yeah,
When
because
is it?
like hearing her story and everything at the end, because she said she pressed charges. I'm like, but why did you press charges on Dawn? Because
I'm
that was,
confused. Who did Don hold down?
yeah, because
With his
okay, Dawn's story, if you keep hearing Dawn's side, is his friends held her down
stuff.
and he rescued her.
He saved her. Yeah,
Yeah,
he rescued
and
her,
So
is
even
what
with
he said.
her is whom? Mary or Jeannie?
Mary.
Mary, yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Held Mary down
If
and
this one
found
married from this age to 12,
No.
Jeannie is, you did what to Jeannie? What did he do to Jeannie?
now
No,
Jeannie.
Jeannie was the 5 to 12.
Yeah, Jeannie's the one that he supposedly. Yeah, she should be going and pressing
Okay,
charges.
Jeannie is the one from 5 to 12.
Yeah,
Yes.
What I'm
Mary.
trying to say is, what did he do to Mary?
So Mary is his other stepsister, and she's never said that he SA'd her,
Okay.
but she said that he and 2 of his friends held her down and started ripping her clothes off, and she said if she hadn't kicked them as hard as she could and took off for her parents' room,
Okay.
that they would have, she said, I have no doubt I would have been,
Okay.
all right. Yeah.
Okay. Shayna saying Donnie was in a relationship with another woman, which that's what I thought. Jeannie ruined it and started seeing his other cousin. Okay, that's what I'm trying to understand is what did she do to ruin it with the other lady? Because he never said. What did she do? What did Mary do? Oh man, I don't want to talk about this no more because I can't get no understanding.
Yeah. Let's change.
Yeah.
All right,
There
Crystal,
is
how you
no way
doing?
to understand it because it's foolishness.
Yeah, well, see, I don't watch it, so I'm listening to other people give their versions, and I don't usually do that. The he said, she said. I like to hear it myself.
Well, in truthfulness, even listen to him yourself, it kind of sounds like this.
Okay, Monica says
What?
Mary
Yes.
insinuating that Don was letting his friends hold her down. Okay, how old was Mary when that happened?
I don't know the answer to that.
Me neither.
She was
Crystal?
old enough to where she was dating somebody who, because remember that she said that her boyfriend at the time.
She said Jeannie ruined it because she was flirting with him. Okay. That's what I was thinking. That's what the hell he was trying to say. Something to that order. Damn.
And Debbie's in there with a 1.
Yeah. 13, 14. Oh, Lord, my head hurts.
Oh, okay, so
Hello, Andrea. Crystal, hit the link. I saw you was up here.
yeah, I seen her pop up for a second.
Mary was 13 at the time. Okay, so she was 13 at the time when Don and the friends tried to hold her down. That where we at?
Yeah.
Okay, Daphne says the reason a lot of people were confused is because Mary was doing a lot of speaking for other people, especially Jeannie. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, Don and other boys were 13 when Mary got grabbed. Well, he was 13 and she was a kid.
I think Mary and him are closer in age. I think they're a couple years difference.
No, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm thinking of Jeannie right now. Okay.
Yeah, because Jeannie's the
Don and
one
other
that's
boys were
7 years
13 when Mary
younger.
got grabbed. Okay. See all this confusion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
Lord.
inclined
It's
to
just
be,
some typical Deep Hills
These are not even
drama.
conversations you hear from people. That's
If
that's
you
that's
if
the
you live in
point.
the Deep Hills, you do.
Yeah. But I'm just
You do.
saying. I mean, you can be molested by anybody. That's the whole point. You're sick. You're sick. But I'm
Yeah.
just saying. To even to sit here and have to debate on which one got attacked, which one got this, that doesn't
Yes.
really make sense. It's
Yes.
not
This
normal
is not.
conversation. I mean, you hear
Mm-hmm.
about people getting molested all the time. It's just a matter of do you believe them or not. But
But to have
not
to sort it
not to this
out,
extent of debating
right?
between who said what, who said this.
because too many people are saying a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay,
Nothing.
and that's my whole point. And so now imagine if you go to court with what we just got to discussing. This is exactly how it's going to come out, just like this. She said, and she said, and he said, and he said. Oh,
And
God.
remember, this is 40 years later too. So
I
And
tell
that's
you
what
what. I tell you what. You better hope you get the right judge or 12 members, because, honey, what I've been questioning, and ain't nobody got no answer for it. I'm wondering, had they been doing something while they were older?
mm-hmm.
That's my question.
It makes you wonder. I mean, because that kind of stuff, it does happen. It
Okay, Monica,
does.
thank you. Yeah, it's very confusing. That's why I said I'm wondering if, because I keep want to say Jeannie for some reason, Mary, if Mary messed around with Don once she was grown. Because you hear people doing that.
Yeah, and she's
And if
more
there's
than
already
willing.
been some touching and flirting and whatever, who's to say these folks ain't done something while they were grown? You get
Yeah,
my drift?
well, I
that's
mean, that's why I'm kind of inclined to really believe the genie because she came out because they wanted. She, in my opinion, was kind of forced to.
Mm-hmm.
You told her story, and you ain't heard from her because you can tell that if that's how I can tell it affected her. She's not out here on all these channels and
yeah,
over and over. She told her story to get it out there for one and to help others, and then she was done.
yeah.
She's yeah. That's why I said like Mary. I don't think anything.
You know what?
Uh,
I didn't hear what you said.
I said like with Mary, I don't think anything was done to her enough to affect her. Because I didn't hear it. Like Miss Piper said, I don't think he SA'd her at all.
Well, she hasn't said that he has either. So,
Yeah,
I mean, in all
So that's what I was
fairness,
curious about. Okay.
yeah.
yeah. Now we don't know if they have or not. Like, you know, what
So I'm
Everyday
wondering,
Shenanigans is saying.
what is with him wanting to touch and flirt with these kids in the same house? It's very interesting. That leads me to believe that he's also been touched himself. Somebody was touching him.
He
Well,
said he.
yeah.
Yeah, I heard him say that.
But then I think wasn't his stepdad a registered offender or something to that effect, or there was something like that, or am I mistaken on that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't say that for sure, but there was some.
But
It seemed like somewhere yeah, I heard
well,
something like that. Like,
let's come off of that. Allie, did you put her daughter up to this interview?
well, she's saying the same things that Allie was saying in her interview. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of it was the same information, except for the daughter seemed to say more, but she was
So that's
still
why I have a
really,
problem with why nobody had no business talking to the daughter. The daughter's
yeah,
repeating he said, she said, grown folks stuff. Maybe she witnessed some of it, maybe she didn't. But Allie and H have been quiet, so why now all of a sudden this daughter didn't do an interview like not Al said? Why didn't Chris interview her when he was interviewing the boy and the mom?
Right.
Why is she just not coming out, 2 months later? So this don't make no sense.
They said because I guess people have been blaming her for.
Well, honey, he was messing with a child before he went to prison. We're saying who messed with him before when he was young. For him to be messing with children.
Yeah, I don't even want to hit what he said about his daughter.
Oh,
that ticked me
I
off.
know about her keeping her mouth closed and all that.
Yeah. I don't even want to go there.
That's why we'll get off of that. But Allie, Allie put her daughter up to that.
Yeah, let's go back to Allie.
You think Allie put her daughter up to that?
I do. I think. Well, I don't think she really put her up to it. Like I said earlier, I think that the creators are just pushing them. Mm-hmm. But do I think that Allie had input in it? Yeah. I think finally, answer.
Because I tried to see when she told the daughter, well, I know your mama didn't want to talk to me. So I thought, well, why the hell are you talking to her daughter?
Yeah.
Why are you talking to her daughter?
I'm sure that Allie or Grandma, whichever one was right there, was probably right beside her.
Allie's probably scared.
But why? Why would you allow it? This Sherry person, is Sherry the grandmother?
Sherry is Allie's mom. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Why would you allow this? See, this is what I'm saying about these people. They are scream queens. They are drama.
And the answer to your question, why isn't Allie just saying it? Because she's probably scared that Candace is going to come off that hill and whoop her butt.
I wouldn't be worried about Candace for the Man in the Moon. Candace would be the last of my worries.
Candace is
would be the last of my worries.
I think Candace is a little scrappy though, because she's
well, scrap on, and then you have a reason to go to jail. Scrap on.
Yeah.
Like in jail.
Yeah.
Shit. Look, I tell them, bring it. That's what I would tell Candy. Bring it on. Not duster. Just like that. Just like I said, she and Don have bigger things to worry about than having altercations with anybody. Because trust me, they don't want to go to jail. You believe that? They can talk all the junk they want. Those two do not want to go to jail. Period.
No.
I don't agree with Allie allowing her to talk. I don't agree with the grandmother allowing, and that's what leads me to believe that they're scream queens and they want attention, and this is all for clout because this is not about Summer. All this extra stuff your daughter is telling, because in the end, she threw her own mother under the bus. When you start talking about you were running away and you went and called Candy to meet you somewhere to pick you up, you just threw your own mother under the bus that your mother was not watching you and minding you and wasn't even calling people to say, hey, is my daughter there? Or who lives there? Nothing. Your daughter just say, I'm going over a Shamikwa house. Okay, bye. Huh? You don't even know where your child is. That's why I said she could end up like Summer.
Right. And
all this running away and stuff.
That Sherry in her interview, she said that the real final reason why she and Candy fell out, or Candace fell out, was because she didn't agree with Candace letting her sons drink alcohol and smoke weed.
Yeah. Actions speak louder than words. Where was her son on June 15th?
Right.
Okay, so my thing is, why would it have been hard for you to say that when she asked? She never said in the interview. She said she lied on me.
She did. She said it in that interview. You might not have been able to hear it, though, with all that racket, the laundromat.
Yeah, because all I heard her say something about she lied on me, and then it was silence. It wasn't really nothing. And see, but an interview was supposed to say, what did she lie on you about? She never asked. She never asked.
Okay, let's go back to Allie's interview. What did she say again?
About
whenever she was asked why her and Candace had a falling out.
She said over Jose, didn't she? Because
I don't remember.
I thought she said it was over Jose because no friend, she crossed the
But she was
line.
acting like she didn't know what she did. I thought.
That's kind of what I thought.
I thought she was saying, I don't know what happened, but I know Jose likes chicks with D's.
That's what Candy said. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Candace
Candy,
said
Candy said that. Yeah, to Chris. Yeah, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying, I didn't never think that Candy ever said why they fell out.
Candace didn't, but
Yeah.
Allie
Candace
said
didn't.
it in her interview.
Okay, her interview. Okay, see, I never watched that either. So
Candace said she was asked why, and she goes, "I really don't know."
yeah.
Yeah.
That was Candace's. I'm talking about
So,
Allie.
okay, but this is the thing that's weird. Okay, well, Allie, it's over Jose. Allegedly.
Okay.
That what you saying?
Yeah, that's what Allie said.
I thought Allie, whenever she was asked, was kind of like, "Well, I really don't want to talk about it," and just she did me wrong, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it ever
Kind
came
of like
out.
how this interview was with Sherry.
Yeah, that's how I thought Allie's was too. Maybe later, like she went on a different one and she talked forever, like 2 hours.
The interview where I saw Allie say it was because of Jose was the one, the very first one she did before CM. It
Okay.
wasn't it wasn't the one with him. So, and in that one she said they fell out because she was acting like Jose and or Candace was putting the moves on Jose and
Well, let's go
insinuating maybe
here.
they did
Let's go here.
something.
Somebody
Yeah.
somebody in the chat saying girl code. Well, let me break that all the way down. How's it a girl code when Jose is your baby daddy's friend?
Yeah.
Y'all forgot all about that part.
That y'all have known for what, all of 3 days?
No, that ain't what I'm saying.
But that's
Jose
what I'm
came here through the baby daddy.
Yeah.
So nobody should have been screwing Jose, especially Allie. He came down here with H's father.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you doing arguing about this man who's friends with your baby daddy? It don't matter if your baby daddy, y'all see each other, ain't seen each other. It ain't nothing there. Why would you be messing with a man that your baby daddy brought down here with him? Damn, y'all missed that?
No, I didn't miss it.
Y'all forgot about it.
No, it's just more of the craziness and the silliness that's been
That
going
makes no
on since the
sense.
very beginning.
Your baby daddy came down here for whatever reason and he brought Jose. How are you screwing Jose? This is why I keep telling people, look at the bigger picture because I don't really think people pay attention to stuff.
Yeah, but
How
the
did you
baby daddy had already left.
How did you? Okay, it don't matter. We don't know
I don't
that.
care about that.
I don't know
Once they
anything.
jump,
Let me tell you something. I don't know nothing about who left, when, and where.
well,
Because that's what I'm trying to make you understand. How did you fix your face to say what to whom? See, now you follow me?
yeah, I'm
Where
with
did
you.
Andrew stay when he came? See, I make you think. Because it's easy to jump in and say, oh, well, somebody likes somebody. I start at the beginning.
They said that the dad came and left the same day.
Okay.
And that Jose ended up getting stuck there or something. I don't know. But yeah, they said the dad
Okay.
and
So
his
now we have to ask
13 other
ourselves.
friends.
I'm going to say it one more time. Why did he bring that man here?
Why did he bring any of those 14 friends?
Okay, but I'm just trying to make you understand. There's always more to it than what, because ain't nobody really chopping it up. People are just repeating stuff, but they ain't chopping it up. Make it make sense. You bring your friends, which is whoever. You stay, you go, whatever. How did Allie get with him? Where did he stay for the duration that he was here?
Didn't they stay at Candace's because Dawn was gone?
Okay. Yep.
And how did he get to Candace's house?
Through Allie.
And why was Allie staying there? If Allie had her own place and she has children, stay woke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the
Okay.
whole thing, it never made any sense. And she would
Okay.
waffle on that when they would, a
See,
couple times when they asked her.
she told it.
Um,
She stayed in her house with the man.
yep.
So why would Allie, who has her own place, allegedly, stay at Candace's house with this man? And also has children, and Candy has children.
Which
And I
Jose
think,
thought was cute.
Huh?
Which Jose made a comment that he had a crush
yeah,
Who had a crush on who?
on
Jose.
Allie. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Go ahead.
No, yeah, you.
Say it again. I can't understand either one of you.
I know. I'm sorry. Jose made a comment on True's Facebook that he had a crush on her.
Which one? Candy?
No, True. Allie's daughter, True.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's not what I'm saying, baby. How did Jose get to Candace's house?
I'm sure Allie took him over there. I guess I'm sorry. Don't get mad.
I'm not getting
No,
mad.
and I think what you're asking is why was Jose there? Why were those people there? And why was Allie there when Allie has her own place and has
Thank
her own
you.
kids that she should be
Thank
taking care
you.
of?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'm
I
a
think that
woman with my own place, but I'm going to spend the night with a man in a place that got bunk beds and a mattress on the floor. Stay woke.
Well, that mattress, I've heard that mattress is portable. They can move it out to the truck.
Okay, but what I'm saying is we
I'm
already know it's
joking,
probably ain't got no
girl.
hole in there. And I got my own place. I'm gonna go 35 minutes to sleep in a shed, basically, with a man, and I have children. Well, then where were Allie's children while she's at Candace's with this man?
Allie's girls were with them. If you see the pictures,
But do you
maybe.
even know that's the right timeline, sweetheart?
Well, wasn't he only down here in that time?
See, that's the whole point of where I'm trying to take this story. There
King,
is no verification.
there is no
Why Jose
verification.
came, where he first stayed, how the hell he got hooked up with Allie and Candy. Now you following me?
It's either it has to be one of only a couple things. I mean, it's either drugs or some sort of
That's what I'm trying to make.
prostitution.
That's what I'm trying to show you all. There's something
Mhm.
off
Yeah. Yeah.
with the arrangements for people who are supposed to have their own place.
And I'm a smoker. I smoke cigarettes.
Because
And
that's what was alleged.
yeah.
That Allie went out there to Candace's with him and slept there. That doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense.
No. And also that picture of Allie with the spoon and the lighter on that plate, and she said she was eating fried green tomatoes, and then she smoked a cigarette, and that's where her lighter ended up. I'm a cigarette smoker. I don't think I've ever put my lighter on my plate, especially after I've
No,
eaten.
that's
It's
some
like
shit you
stir,
doing when you smoking, you fooling with some heroin
right, or some
or
crack, or
something else.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So I mean, there's already evidence there that Allie's not
But
just
then
saying
once
this.
again, that could that be just an allegation that people put out that he stayed at Candace's house?
Well, wasn't there a picture there on those bunk beds?
I just see a
Well,
picture of them. The only picture I've seen of all them, it was Candace, her mother, and Jose in the kitchen. That's the only picture I've seen.
there's that one, and there's one of Allie and Jose on the boys' bunk beds, and then there's
Okay.
that video of that girl with True, the one that
Okay.
had the crazy hair.
Okay.
You know what though? That didn't look like Allie to me with on the bunk beds. It looked like Allie's mom because
Well, it could be. It could be. It could be.
Allie has much shorter hair. She had shorter hair, and also she's a lot bigger.
Mm-hmm.
than that girl that was on that bed, because that was just a couple months ago. That wasn't like
Oh, she's talking about, yes, the one picture of Allie on top of Jose. Was that in Candace's house?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what was she doing in that picture? That's when she had all that hair. It was a lot of hair. The woman I saw in that picture was on somebody's back. Okay.
They're saying everybody's saying that that's Allie, but that looks like Allie's mom to me, because Allie's a lot bigger than that girl that was on that bed.
Well, yeah, she do, but she might have been a little smaller then. You know, people do gain weight.
But that was only a couple months ago, Queen. That was October.
No, that picture would have been last year.
It was October of last year. It's been 10 months. Do you think she gained all that weight in 10 months?
You think it don't take long to gain weight?
I've gained 85 pounds in 4 months. Yeah, you can gain that much weight.
It's easier to gain it than lose it.
Well, if that's for sure, but she looked 100 pounds different.
Because wasn't her hair fuller? Because you couldn't see her face. The picture I saw where she's on his back. Okay. Well, people said that was her. Okay, so my point is this.
But we don't know. We don't know it's her.
That's the whole point of where I'm trying to take this, is that you don't know anything. It's a bunch of people chirping about this, who was over here, who was this. What I'm trying to make y'all understand is that something is weird if I'm to believe she went to this woman's house way out in the holler to be with him when she allegedly should have her own place. So that's why I kept asking people at the beginning, did she not have her own place?
She did, but she had neighbors. They can't party and do all the stuff.
What I do in my house, what the hell my neighbors got to do with that?
Right. I think she lives with her mom, doesn't she? That house there, I thought she lived with their mom.
I think she lives. My point of that was, it's just like, I just figured they ain't doing nothing but partying it up. I mean, they're just a bunch of kids, or they are. Let me rephrase that. They act like a bunch of kids, and out there they can.
Shar 1421 said it was Allie because she got upset when the pictures came out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but wouldn't you be upset if a picture came out with your mom?
Monica says her mom lives with them. My understanding is it's like a development over there where she lives. So I don't know when she moved there, didn't move, but you already know she ain't living in no damn $2,000 a month condo. So you know where I'm going with that.
Yeah. Well, and
that's why I'm trying to figure out, when did she move there? What's the truth about her messing with this man in Candace's house? That's where I'm trying to go with that.
But see, even if she lived with her mom, if it was just all innocent, or maybe just a little, like a sexual relationship or something, she could still do that at home. You know what I'm saying? They went out there to either party, wanting to be able to do drugs without their parents knowing, or
that's what I'm trying to understand is, did Allie not have her own place? Because I never heard that she was homeless, so that's why I was trying to ask.
Yeah, I don't know if it's her own place per se, but I think she lives with her mom or something like that. But still, that don't make no difference, because if all you're
somebody's asking about the men, 14 men. Well, where did they stay?
They went home the same day with Andrew.
So the men came down and went back up the same day.
Which don't make no sense. All the way from New York to Tennessee and went back same day, but left that Jose. Help me understand that.
Somebody said she's in public housing per Dawn. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say without saying it.
It doesn't make any sense that they would drive all the way down from New York, not even stay overnight, leave same day, and leave this rando there. It just, none of it makes sense.
Oh, Lord. See, that's why I keep trying to tell you. That's why you can't really listen to all this stuff. Because when you don't get a receipt, you're doing just what we're doing right now, talking in circles.
Yep.
Yeah.
Asking why? Why this? Who came here? Why they come? Why they go back? How did he know her? Why he didn't know her? How Andrew feel knowing he Alec messed with his friend, or he didn't care?
Yeah, I mean, but they're all valid questions, and it's the right thing to do, to ask as many questions, I think, as we can. I mean, at the end of as long as what we're asking is in some way pertinent to finding Summer. If what we're doing is feeding our egos in one way or another, or our line in our pocketbook,
Yeah.
or
So,
then that's a totally different story. But I think if we're asking questions, and if people like Don want to keep talking, I say let them talk.
so like on the Jose thing, how would it be pertinent to know all this information about Jose to find Summer if it happened in October? There's been no connection since October.
Right, because we
So,
haven't heard he's of question. And like I keep telling people, you really wouldn't know nothing about none of this stuff had y'all not went digging in them folks' dresser drawers, pulling
right.
up pictures and all this. Then here comes some sisters, stepsisters coming out talking. Then here come the SA trafficking, bartering, all that backroom type stuff. You wouldn't even thought about none of that in the beginning because you didn't hear none of that talk first week when that girl went missing.
Right. So
None.
my point, which again I'm the other side is, I don't think Jose is pertinent to finding Summer. That was last year. He's not been around. And then
The
Don
problem
passed.
is the problem is without receipts, we they were everybody was kind of saying earlier, without receipts, even if it is pertinent, we can't prove anything one way or another. Um, some people could argue that it's pertinent about Jose, because what if it's evidence combined with, the meth head Candy brought home from the gas station? If you start adding all these little pieces together, could it be pertinent in saying that they've been prostituting Summer out? I'm not putting that on that poor baby's name. I'm saying if somebody is thinking in that kind of way, then yeah, it could be thought of as pertinent. But without really knowing the truth,
And that's the problem. We don't know.
Right.
right?
We just
We
know that these people are salacious and they just been into a whole lot of something. Because
and
see,
they
the
keep
thing about that too, when you start counting up, he said, she said, men at gas stations, somebody sleeping in the shed, somebody sleeping next door on the property they're supposed to buy it, and then he left and disappeared. You worried about a flute man. You worried about who parked their car at the end of the drive. You worried about a red Tacoma truck. In the end, it ain't no receipts
Right.
to nothing. It's just a bunch of people names thrown out. And I'm telling you, you get the wrong name thrown out there, somebody might want to come pay somebody a visit.
That's right.
That's what I mean. My
You
like
keep
going
talking
over
about them all the time. You're throwing their name up there on YouTube without their permission, whether they are
Mhm.
criminal or not. You keep throwing their name
Mhm.
out there.
I thought about that when they were talking about that trucking company. Of course, they were saying over and over, "Listen, it's not has nothing to do with this at all. It's just a location, that Don and Candace could have met." I thought, "Oh Lord, here we go. Here
Mm-hmm.
we go. These people are going to be calling this truck company." And sure enough, they did.
See,
But
that's what I'm saying. People be doing too much. That's
yeah.
yeah,
what you gotta tell. I tell the fans that you still got to know your place too, because one, you're not in the case. You're not in
mhm.
the case. You don't know the people in the case, and you have to be very careful calling places, asking certain things. Thank you, 44. You got to be careful asking things. You got to know your lane.
This is how crazy
Because
people
I don't
are.
believe in that. Because I told my fans about Cal City, and a lot of people may not like what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say it in this live because it's my channel. You don't have no business calling the police or FBI about a damn thing in a case. You don't have the right. Because you're
Well,
calling
not
and
unless you
they're thinking
witness
that you
something
know.
personally.
You don't. But why in the world would you do that?
If you witness something personally?
Uh-uh. You don't know nobody in the case.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, no. Yeah.
I have had people say it on the live in the chat. They call. I called because I had a dream. I called because I thought this. I called because I think they need to check the driveway. They need to check the shed. They need to go in the attic. They need to undo the fireplace. They need to go in the chimney. You have no business calling law enforcement with no hunches, because those people are trained in their area expertise.
Yes, they're
And that
leave it to
sheriff
the
told you that a
professionals.
month ago.
Yeah.
Everything you calling us about, we already done checked. You're wasting their time. It's already a small department. So imagine 50, 60 people calling every other minute on a hunch. You are tying up the line for somebody that may know something and they can't even get through because you calling all the way from damn Canada talking about, I think I know I had a dream. You see where I'm going?
I saw some water
Don't
and
do that. You don't do that.
The public drives me crazy. Like in that when Dave Rader was talking in the chat,
I don't care. I let people know I don't like that. You don't do that. Go ahead, baby.
like when Dave Rader was talking in the chat, people were like, can you tell him to please check the tote right by Grandma's trailer?
They did it
Can
with
you,
Cow City.
huh?
They did it with Cow City. Same thing.
And it's like, and like generator, they got checking. All these searchers out there just walk. I ain't gonna look in that tote.
right.
I'm not gonna look in that. I mean,
Go
why
over
do
here. Go
people?
over there. Look over here. Are you sure they didn't check the driveway? They didn't.
It's,
They didn't. They didn't go look in the driveway. They need to break it up. They need to go in the shed. They need to go over here. They need to go over here. And I'm thinking, damn, how long you think the detective was a detective?
exactly. It's like, yeah, they don't know what they're doing. Make sure they check. Make sure they check that basement. Okay, yeah, they did not check the basement. I nope. I'm gonna listen to that.
But you're messing with their investigation one, and you're tying up their lines.
Exactly.
Somebody has to answer that call.
And if you're already, like you said, a small department and
Yeah, you know Hawkins County is small, and you
yeah,
calling all the way from damn Alaska because you saw it on YouTube or Facebook. Oh, I think I know where she is. Let
yeah.
me call and tell her.
Hey, did you watch the Dave Rader um thing with the drone?
No, I did not.
That is so cool. And
No.
they think it's neat. And I'm sure you've seen drone footage before,
Yes, I have.
like where they see the deer. I believe that should be they I can't think what they call it, but like the first to go out before anybody does.
Yeah.
That would be neat. I mean, just to kind of get over, out of the circle of the conversation on that. One thing that should be the first thing to go out because they could see down to they said like 1 inch on the ground.
Yeah.
Somebody goes missing.
Yeah. 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 So, with all that's been said lately, digging back in church videos, phone calls to this one, that one, people talking to Don, letting him talk, giving him a voice, then fall out, hoaxes. He was taken by the TVA, the cartel, but yet you see he's still around talking, sitting on the toilet, so you think, or in the shower, whatsoever. Did they kill their baby?
Ooh.
With I mean, my opinion was as crazy as everything that's been said, and the fact, like I said earlier,
Mm.
these searchers have not found anything, so it has to be there. Something happened. Do I think that she just looked at Summer and strangled her? No. But I think an accident happened, and she didn't know what to do. That's my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Piper.
yeah. I think I agree with that. I think something unintentional, even if it was intentional, but might have happened, and it's all speculation. Obviously, none of us know, but I would be more inclined down that train of thought. Um, but I do think that they know exactly what's happened, and I think that they are grieving parents. I believe that.
What?
Um,
You been sitting up here on my live all that time and you gonna say that?
I do think that they're grieving. I think that they're effed up beyond any recognition.
So
But
you don't think they harmed their child, Miss Piper?
oh, I think they very well could have, yes. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that the two are, you can feel regret after doing something horrible
Can
unless
you?
you're a sociopath, which they could be. I don't
So
know.
if I'm grieving my baby that I hurt accidentally, I'm gonna call and make up stuff on a telephone line.
I'm not saying I'm not saying that they're innocent. Don't get me
Yeah, because I am trying to understand where you're coming
confused.
from. If you just want to say you think they grieving, see, that's why I tell y'all I always think before you say something. You did just say you think they grieving. So how could they
I
be
do.
grieving and they're making hoax phone calls? Because that's diabolical to do that.
Well, I think they are diabolical.
So how are you diabolical and you grieving? You can't be both, baby.
You can. You sure can.
You are
I see
diabolical and
I
you're
see
grieving.
people I see narcissists all the time feeling sorry for themselves.
No, see, that's the point. Yourself.
Yeah.
Say self.
That's what grief is. That's pain that
Okay,
you're
no,
feeling in
say they're
yourself.
grieving for themselves. I thought you
Yes.
talking about
Yes,
grieving for
ma'am.
the child.
No, they're
Okay,
grieving
that's all I'm
for
trying to say.
themselves.
Okay,
No,
you
ma'am.
got to be clear.
Yeah,
You
now
got to be clear because people gonna misunderstand what you're saying. See,
okay. I'm with
yeah,
you.
see, they're
Yeah,
not. See, that's the
I
part
think they're
I'm talking about grieving for the child. I ain't talking about grieving for themselves.
no, if they were grieving for their child, even if it was an accident or something, they would have taken her to the emergency room, even if she
Yes, they
weren't
would have,
breathing.
and I
That's what
find that
people
weird.
do.
What do we believe this story about this woman saying Granny told her that story
What?
about June 15th?
Oh, no, I don't believe that.
So this Sherry is Mulani's mother, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
So Sherry and Grandis were friends. We don't know that, do we?
we don't know that.
So do you believe this is Granny talked to her and told her these things?
No, I don't.
Rags.
No.
So then she's lied.
I don't think it was her.
You
They
don't think it was
sound like
her?
different people to me.
Oh Lord have
I'm
mercy.
going to ask another question that's going to get us confused here, but just a quick question. Hopefully, somebody can answer. Is there two Sherrys? One is Sherry as Allie's mom, and Sherry is the friend from Walmart, or am I wrong?
Leslie.
Leslie. Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this: is Sherry the grandmother the one that spun the story about Granny and what happened on June 15th?
I don't think it was her.
Then who was it?
I have no idea who it is. I
I
didn't
ran
see.
through the woman spinning the story about Granny going in the trailer and stayed in there and blah blah blah. Who is that lady that spoke?
A paid actor.
A crisis actor.
So she don't sound anything like Sherry to you, the grandmother,
I think
Allie's mother.
Not. I listened to them both because I seen on that where people were saying, that's the smoker lady. That's the smoker lady when Sherry was talking. They were a lot alike, but
I
just
was
to me,
listening to like too, and it sounded a little bit, just a little bit different.
yeah,
yep.
a little bit different.
Yeah.
But and
Yep.
also like in that interview with Sherry, Sherry just did not want to talk, and this lady on the other side, she wouldn't shut up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I get where I don't think it's the same person. That's just my thoughts.
Mine.
Okay, well
Those are
then if it's
mine
not
too.
her, because I see when I first heard the lady talk, the raspy voice,
Yeah,
I thought this was somebody that was from like up in Wisconsin. Because you got to remember, I'm just listening to her voice,
right.
so that's why I'm asking people, who is the woman that gave this version of what happened June 15th?
I'd like to know too. Because you have to wonder, is it somebody that knows something?
That's what I'm saying. Anybody in
Yeah.
the chat know? You're welcome to hit the stream. Who is the person that gave the version that Grandis told about Candy taking the baby to Don? Blah blah blah. Is it Sherry or this is another person?
I think that and I didn't believe the whole story, but it sounded to me like there was truth woven into it.
Okay, well that's what somebody else is saying. Monica saying that she believed that's more of a possibility. What was said by this person?
Yeah, but it didn't, to me, when I listened to both of them,
But
I agree with both y'all that They sounded similar because they
Well,
have
let's
the
ask this.
gravelly voice.
Did this person whose channel this is, did they video chat to see what the person looked like? I wonder.
Oh, I don't know if they did or not.
You're a fool if you didn't.
I just kind of
tell you, I wouldn't talk to you if you don't video chat.
I just try to kind of put real life into it too. And I mean, if grandma was hurting, she probably didn't sleep well. She had to be at the hospital at 8 o'clock. Then she did
Somebody
all
said there was a friend of Granda's that spoke to her every morning and every night. Yeah, every morning in my face, in my town, or over here in Tennessee. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is this person from up north? That's what I want to know. Oh,
I'm sorry if y'all hear my dog snoring in the background.
But what I was saying was like, I just put some real life into it because, like I said, she probably didn't sleep. Okay, we're gonna say her knee was hurting. She probably didn't sleep well. She had to be at the doctor's at 8 o'clock. She did all the running around, going to the swimming hole, blah blah blah. I can kind of see her wanting to go home and take a nap.
Me too.
You
I'd want
know,
to take a nap.
somebody said the Sherry lady said she video chat Grandis. No, Junie, she just sounds raspy.
and the same with Candace. Which
Okay,
is,
somebody said whoever it was, the lady says that grandma blocked her afterwards.
Yep, I heard
that's
that
not
part
good.
of it.
Whoever this was making this up. I think it was video chatted, but I have to look back. She wasn't local. Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. Is this Mulani's mother telling this story about Grand, or who is it? Who is the woman?
I almost got the feeling like it was like an online friendship. Like she had started
Yeah, that's what I thought I was getting
posting.
out of it too. And then
Yeah.
the person told them, well, okay, let's start here. Somebody ended up talking to Granny and then admitted they was the YouTuber. Who's that?
Say
what
that again?
I'm,
Somebody was in her inbox talking to her, and then eventually they admitted that they were a YouTuber. Is
yeah,
this the same one that ended up talking to Milani's daughter?
Oh.
I watched that. I think it.
Hold on, let me pull it up because I
I
really don't.
think it was. Because she said, at the end, I have a YouTube channel, and Grandma was like, "I wish you would have told me that." God, who was that?
Why would you be talking to somebody you don't know anyway?
Exactly.
Stupid.
Yeah. I mean, come on. You have to know everybody on YouTube and Facebook is going to be trying to call you and recording everything.
True
Come on
crime
now.
commentary.
Yeah, that's what I think about the whole thing. I think it's all bullcrap, all of it. Because
True crime is the one that befriended Grandis without telling her who she was initially.
yeah, I mean,
That's
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
These people are not going to make best friends after the daughter or granddaughter goes missing. These people online that they've never met before, and then tell secrets to them. They're not. I mean,
It doesn't sound like they're even talking to people that they know, like Allie, or you know what I mean? So why would they be talking to just randos online?
that's like Queen. I mean, I'm on here almost every night that you're on, but I ain't gonna say and tell you my secrets. I don't, and they just met these people, and they're gonna sit there
Right.
and
Or
tell.
didn't even meet them.
She only has a Patreon now. Critical K talked to the lady that talked to grandma. K talked to the lady that talked to grandma. Okay, that's what we're trying to get, KC. Who is the lady that's repeating the stuff that grandmama told her? Who is she? Damn. It's like you
I just don't think the creator ever said. She just said a lady that talks to. I don't think she.
Okay, but that's why I'm trying to get understanding, because that woman that I'm hearing repeat all that sounds just a little bit like Sherry. You see where I'm going?
Yeah, I know.
That's where I'm trying to take this.
It sounds a little bit like her for sure.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is so sick.
And I can kind of see that because if you watch the video where Sherry's in the kitchen with Drew, I mean, she does seem like a little bit of a, like she would talk. So,
Angie, welcome. Where you calling from, sweetie?
Virginia.
Okay, run it down.
What we're going to run down?
I beg your pardon?
What are we going to run down?
Have you not been in the chat listening?
Yeah. Sorry, I've got a migraine.
Well, this the wrong mess to be listening to then if you got a migraine.
I know, it's giving me a migraine.
Snake, I can't. Well, what do you think about all these conversations? People calling people, the Melanic daughter talking. I can't keep up. Lord Jesus.
It's very hard to keep up with.
Damn. I'm like bipolar. Damn, ain't that the truth? Wow. Do you believe this person that gave the version? Let's start there. Do you believe the person that said what Granny said on that day? Do you believe that version, ma'am?
No, I do not.
Who do you think that is, ma'am?
I think it's Allie's mom.
Okay. What do you think about Allie's daughter talking now?
Allie put her up to it.
Okay. You're doing good. Okay. So, why? Why would she do that?
To get back at Candace.
Some more?
To get back to Candace.
Yeah, I heard you, but I said some more to get back
Okay.
more.
She's mad about Jose, girl. She's mad.
Honey, Jose like boys. So what is the problem in the malfunction? Him like a him. Him like a him. Can you imagine? Candace dressing up, putting on boy clothes, and he dressing up with a dress. All of them probably switching clothes. Ooh, Angela, please stop.
You know they did it. You know they did.
Oh,
that's why they had to go up to the holler because they
wasn't up no place that they were talking about Twister. Can you imagine all them playing Twister? I can't say.
Stop. With
Put
oil.
Your foot over here. Red, blue, yellow. I'm dead. Okay, Daphne said that's why he likes Candace. Daphne, you might be right. She looks like a boy, act like a boy. The only thing is, why she talking about chicks with D's, Candy, you didn't have no ding ding.
Maybe that's why she cut her hair off, so she looked more like a man.
Unless you had a scrap on. Oh, I can't.
Well, we don't know what's in the drawers there.
Oh, that's a vision I did not even need.
A rag step down. Okay. So we talked about Allie putting her up to it. We talked. How do you feel about all these interviews with these sisters? I really don't want to really talk about them, but since you're new up here, so I'll let you get your input on that.
Well, I don't.
And the whole phone call, whatever went on with Don tonight on the clown show. Jesus.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Clowns are us.
Yeah, I was kind of afraid he was going to actually show something on there.
Show something like what?
He had his
that I didn't want to see.
He had his pants down, didn't he?
Right, he did.
Yes, he did, because he had to lean back to pull him up.
Yes.
Ladies, what are you trying to say? He was naked.
He had no shirt on and
girl, he was drunk, naked.
Angie,
on the toilet.
He had no shirt on and you ain't in court.
No.
This ain't a courtroom.
He had no shirt on. Just get this image, Miss Queen. Okay.
Oh, and his pants down is what Casey said.
And he had more boobs than I have.
He did have a nice set, but
she snorts when she can't breathe. She can't breathe. She's a big girl. That's a lot of weight on your heart. As you become bigger, you have fat around your heart. So if she all that hell, she probably got sleep apnea. Next, now back to you, Miss Angie. Back to you, Bob.
Oh, Lord. As you were saying.
Yes. Okay, you were saying, Angie.
I don't remember now.
I know I don't either. I need a Coca-Cola.
Well, you asked if he was naked, and Angie was saying he didn't have a shirt on. And I was saying,
Then somebody said he had shorts down, pants down. Okay.
yeah,
But
he
I
had pulled
Somebody says on
his
the
pants
toilet while
down, and
holding
that's
his
where I
head with
think,
his eyes closed.
yeah.
Well, I
and
heard they
that's
ain't
what I
really got no
he was
restroom.
looking. He was looking down. That's why I said I thought at the very beginning I thought he was shooting up in his thigh
Look
because
at somebody said
Yes, I agree.
Twister in that nasty house.
I agree
and
with you, Miss Piper. I think he was
Woo.
you
shooting.
do. You're the
Yes.
only person that's agreed with me so far. I feel like I've won
Oh Lord. Speak up,
on that
Angela.
point. On that
Okay.
point,
Okay, y'all speak up a little bit. My sound is going down. Angie, you still here?
Yes, I'm a recovering addict myself, so yeah, I do think he was shooting up.
Angie,
Yeah, I
really?
do too. Yeah,
Oh Lord, have mercy.
I'm telling you,
I,
I've seen my dad do it
Look, Crystal
too
said
many
I'm so
times in the
behind.
past.
Well, somebody was behind in there.
I know I leave the chat for 5 seconds and the conversation got
Somebody
great.
said his hair was all gnarly.
It
Oh,
was,
a
and
bucket. On a bucket, not a toilet.
he had these black sunglasses on in the house, and then when he sat down and was doing whatever he was doing, he flipped his sunglasses on top of his head so he could see.
Casey,
It
what are you
almost
talking about? I know it's
it
hell,
almost
but
to
you need to
me.
watch it, Queen. I need to watch what?
Yes.
I need to watch it. I need to watch it. Oh,
Yes.
watch it. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, watch the video.
There.
Uh,
What she said? No, there is no bathroom. What channel was he? I can't- It wasn't Channel 2 News. I can tell you that.
No,
Ooh,
it wasn't CNN.
Lord Jesus, I'm dead.
But
I
I
don't want
wouldn't
to
be
go over there because
surprised
I
if
don't want to
Angie
have
I
to.
wouldn't
I
be
don't want to give
surprised
that man no view. That's why I won't watch it.
I
Somebody else
wouldn't be
has to have it.
surprised if
Oh, okay, Miss Harmony. Let me write that down. Yeah, because I ain't giving that no view. Mm-mm.
yeah,
Sorry.
it was the whole thing was weird. The whole thing was weird.
well, I left the chat and I didn't take my phone with me like Mr. Wells did. But it sounded like chat
Well,
got pretty good.
you forgot. They live in a studio apartment. So when you go in one room, you in the other room. When you were eating, you in the closet. When you in the closet, you in the toilet. When you in the toilet, you in the living room. Come on.
True.
You in the studio.
All I heard was strap-ons while I was gone. What did
My
I miss?
Chalet Wells. I'm dead. I can't.
Somebody fill me in.
I can't. About what, baby?
I said I was gone for 5 seconds and I heard
You ain't missed nothing.
well, I heard something about strap-ons. I missed something good.
I said, oh, talking about Candy and then Jose. And I said it would be interesting to see what they were doing when they got together, all of them. He's probably wearing the dresses and she's got the boy clothes on.
That's what I was thinking of why they were not
I said, I
together.
bet you they switched clothes.
But I didn't want to say that while ago.
Well, that's okay. I mean, she dresses like a boy. That's not making up anything. I mean, you know. It's well, Angie, what happened to the baby? Did they do something to the baby or no?
Yes, I think they did. I think it
Yeah.
could have possibly been an accident, and
Oh,
they're too scared.
so who did? So how was it an accident?
Well, I myself wondered if maybe she got into some drugs or something.
Mm,
Yeah, that's what I wondered too.
well,
And that's why they couldn't call the ambulance or take her to the hospital
somebody is
because
saying, Chris said they had a bathroom. Now, are they mistaking sewer water for well water? I would think well water. I don't know. I think a person knows sewer water from well water.
I think
Okay.
it's well water too.
Yeah, but the well water, would the well water look like sewer water? Because I know people who brag about drinking well water, and I don't think nobody be bragging about drinking sewer water.
Well, my well water always left orange in our toilets and made our clothes look rusty.
Ooh, girl, please stop. Okay, dang.
Okay. Let's use some.
because of the iron in the water.
Okay. Oh Lord.
Let's use logic here. We all know what the house looks like. So picture yourself at the front the front door.
Oh.
He was to the right of that door.
Mm.
So he was in the kitchen. So we see him past Candace, and we see the front door.
Excuse me.
So
Yes.
we all know what's right there when you first walked in that door was that room. There's no bathroom right there.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
room.
Yeah. Because there's a bunch of dresses and clothes and a rack with clothes on it, like a roller rack.
Right. Because and if you watch that video when he lays the phone down, you see that rack.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Do you
Okay.
agree, Miss Piper?
Well, I guess I have to watch.
My phone. I think my phone is breaking up real bad. I'm gonna.
I'll take
pause
you
out.
down. I'll take you down.
Okay, thank you. And I'm gonna.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll just
Okay.
be in the
Okay.
chat.
Okay, sweetheart. Thank you, Miss Piper. Bye bye.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome, honey.
Okay. Do you want me to step down too?
No, just you were talking.
I know, but I've been up here for a while. I was just saying, if you look at it logically, he was in. Okay, when you walk in the front door, when you take a right, that's
you were really trying to be nice. I'm trying to figure out why.
No. I'm saying when you look at the house, and
you walk in, you got an open room. You see everything when you first come in.
Right, there's that kitchen to the right.
Yes, to the right.
Okay, and then so he was sitting in the kitchen. You can see the front door.
Okay.
So he had to been walking towards the front door, and then he took a right. So they're right. There's no bathroom there because we seen it on the video. There was bunk beds.
Yeah.
And then like you said. Yeah. So what was he sitting on? Why does his pants down? There's nothing there unless they brought a bucket in.
Unless he was already had his pants down when the phone call. He was making the call. You think that was it? He forgot to pull his britches up.
No, because he would have to walk with his pants around his ankles all the way from the kitchen all the way past Candace, past the front door.
So what you trying to say? They got a shit shoot?
I don't know what the heck they got in there. I just know that
like that partition, that partition that you walk down.
Could be a
that's
bucket.
in the middle of the kitchen. That leads to the basement. Oh Lord.
No. It looks like he was sitting at that table. That
I know. I'm making a joke. I'm talking about the partition when you walk down to the thing.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Damn it!
I got you. I'm just trying not to look at it. I mean, everybody's going to take this video and run with it, you know. And I'm trying to look at the logic part before it gets out of control.
Well, somebody's in the chat saying she looked comatose.
She didn't look good.
Somebody said his pants weren't down. He just had the buckle open, then buckled it. Okay. Yeah, everybody has a different interpretation of stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because my stuff gets out of misquoted or unquoted, or I don't know. Hello, DJ Old School. How you doing, baby?
I mean, that's all you do see him doing is buckle, but he sat down, then he laid the phone down, then he stands up, and he kind of jiggles his butt like he's pulling up his pants. So, yeah, I think he's pulling his pants up.
Okay, so you basically saying the restroom is in the kitchen.
Not the kitchen. Walk with me for a second. Okay. He's in the kitchen. You know where the boys were at the kitchen?
I walk in the front door. I walk to the right. That's where the kitchen is. The table's got all the stuff. There's a thing holding the TV. Where am I?
At the table.
Okay, at the table. What about it?
Okay, now walk backwards. Walk towards the front door from there.
Okay, I'm going out the door?
Yeah, walk towards that front door. Don't go out it.
Okay.
Just walk towards it. All right, then take a right.
I had to watch
into that. Or look right. Like he's walking towards the front door, and then instead of going out the door, just turn around and there's where the beds were. That's the direction he went.
Toward the beds.
Yeah.
Well, maybe maybe there's another shoot.
Maybe.
Somebody saying the toilet is behind the front door. That's what that's okay. What the retired cop said. He's a real catch. Yes, baby. I love our home. I live in a 10 instead of that house. Oh, Lord have mercy.
I can't wait till you watch it. I really can't.
Somebody said it's sitting on the Rose's picture. It's where he was sitting, is what somebody's saying in the chat.
What did they say? Repeat
It's
it again.
wherever he sat was under Rose's picture. Well, that okay.
Yeah. So why would he drop his drawers right there?
Well, guess what? Y'all keep talking. I'm getting ready to put it on my big screen. I ain't got time for this nonsense. I'm gonna look at it while y'all talk.
Thank you. Please do.
Yeah, I don't want to keep going round and round like this no more.
Hi, Angie.
Okay, y'all talk it up. Let me
Where
hit
are
it.
you from?
Virginia.
Virginia.
Yes.
Oh, have mercy,
Do
Jesus.
you see any of Summer's pictures
Oh,
around in Virginia?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Do you see any of Summer's pictures up in Virginia?
No. I've actually asked for flyers so I could put them out in Virginia.
We're at because geographically challenged here. Doesn't Virginia like right by Tennessee?
Yeah,
Yes.
cross the street.
I'm
Are you?
about 30 to 40 minutes away from Rogersville.
That's it. And you see no pictures of Summer? That's horrible.
No.
That's
It's not on the news anymore.
Well, I haven't got any updates. Usually I get something in the news break.
That's crazy.
Okay, it's harmony.
I know. I talk to people a lot with my job in Tennessee, and I'll mention it just in talking, and they're all like, "No, I haven't heard about her." I'm like, how in the world could you not hear about something right there?
Sorry, that's back to Roku talking. Hold on.
Okay, I've got a question while I'm on here.
Yeah.
It's something that's always bothered me. In the interview that Candace gave, she said that Summer got a piece of candy from Grandma and then went in the house. How
Right.
do we know that wasn't some type of drugs or something? And then after she went in the house, after she took the candy, and went in the house, she all of a sudden disappeared.
Well, that's the rules they're giving now about the soda pop bottle. People are thinking that maybe something was in the soda pop bottle.
Yeah.
See, you don't know. You don't know these people.
Or like if Grandma had her medicine laid out on the table and Summer just jumps up there, I can picture Summer just jumping up there, being her little self, and just picks up a piece of candy, but it was a pill.
Right.
Come on, man.
I can go over all theories in my head. I'm like an open book with all of them. That's why I said I think something happened that I don't think that, Candace physically just her. But I think something like that, like you're talking about, some kind of accident happened and it was just too much. Do you think it was an accident, Angie?
Yes, I do.
Oh, her. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, this
Yeah,
noise.
we're just chatting while you watch it's only like probably
I'm trying to get it. Here she is, right here. I'm back right here. There we go. I got it. Okay, let me turn the volume down. So let's shut up. Oh Lord, let's see. I'm still here, everybody. Gonna watch this from Granny's stuff. They made her sound sweet. What?
Yeah, me and Angie just chatting while you were doing your thing.
Yeah,
So,
that's fine.
your opinion?
Say,
Do you think it was an accident?
are you talking to me or Queen?
I'm talking to you, Rags. Do you think it was an accident?
I think that I can't fathom in my mind a mother's doing something on purpose, but I know it happens.
Right.
But I think that something happened on that property, and some kind of accident. And I'm going to get probably a ton of people in chat yelling at me about this, and probably something's wrong with her in that picture. Because if you look at the picture real close, at her right ear up against the milk, it's black as can be.
Hey,
And
hold on a minute.
Sometimes we get stuck on hate, and I do not understand why. Hate, unlike love, is only one subject leading nowhere. But love leads everywhere, touches everyone, and has many subjects on so many different topics like kindness, caring, peace, happiness, support, etc. I am learning through this aspect
volume. Let me mute this.
Oh, no, we're here. We're here.
Okay. I can't. Y'all go ahead and talk, because I muted the sound. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
The Char 140 or 1421 said CM said one of the boys told the authorities they're playing. I know in the interview CM kept hinting at do they play hide and seek, but I never heard that one of the boys told the authorities. He just kept asking that over and over. His eyes do look swollen. Everybody's saying that in chat, Queen. So look at his eyes while you're watching it.
I'm trying.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got a big knot down below his eye.
I believe that too, Carol, that her fingers do look swollen and that her cuticles are blue. Everybody keeps saying it's because she was in swimming, but that would be on her fingernails, not her cuticles.
Well, what I'm looking at, he's sitting there, some hats on the wall behind him. And I don't get his whole face. It's got more of a picture of you know who talking. It's just not even half his, this is ear and some of his hair showing.
Yeah.
Second clip, the split screen, I mean.
Wait till he's done and he stands up. You'll see what we're talking about.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. And her mouth was open.
Yeah, and her eyes were open too. She doesn't look good. I mean, there's a few saying that she looked dead.
She looked like she was on something. Whenever your mouth is open like that, you on something. Come on.
Yeah.
She's on something. There's no reason for your mouth to be open. Oh my God, he's in here reading this damn Dear John letter.
Yeah, I kind of skipped forward a little bit. I was getting bored.
I guess I should then. Hold on. I don't want to miss it. Or whatever I'm supposed to be looking for. Because it's 9 minutes long. Good God Almighty. Wait a minute.
Yeah, she did look like she was drooling. I seen that.
His eyes, he looked messed up.
Yeah.
All in his face. What's going on? Jesus Christ. Who are these people? Oh, I think I see the bruise y'all talking about. Wait a minute. I can see it. Oh, yeah. Under that eye. Yeah. Swole. Yeah, he stands up. He's fastening his pants or something.
Yeah, doesn't he look like he kind of pulled his pants up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And he stands up. Now he's walking, I think. Yeah, he's walking. Let me rewind it back. Let me see. Yeah, because it shows the wall at first, and then he stands up, and then he's fastening his pants. It looks like.
Yeah.
And then he sat for a while, and then he set the phone down and picked the phone back up.
What the heck was on Candace's arm? Somebody was asking what's on Candace's arm. I don't remember.
I know. I thought it was something on her arm too. I thought maybe she had a slit on her arm. Because I noticed that too.
I only watched it once through, really.
Yeah, he got a little puffy spot on his face. A little knot, show dude. Damn, what happened, dude? Lord.
Maybe Candace beat him up.
Well, he might have failed. Could be a spider bite. I don't know. I don't know these people. Golly.
But you see, I mean, they look rough. They do.
They don't show her no more.
Yeah, there was just that
Yeah.
that one spot, and like it just kept freezing and
Well, I'm
freezing.
going back.
Yeah.
Look at her.
Look at her arm. Look at her arm real good. If you're not reading chat, they're talking about the arm.
Hold on. Here, hold on, right there. Her mouth is open. Yeah, she's messed up.
Yeah.
There's something on the arm, and then there's a spot on the pants.
Yeah, that burn. Somebody mentioned a burn hole in her shorts.
Oh, it's a burn hole. Okay, yeah, something's.
Somebody said he didn't even wash his hands.
A burn hole, I guess. And that blue shirt. What is with that blue shirt? Yeah, she's got something on her wrist. It's something. Yes, it is. All right, Jen, I'm back. Sorry about that. 2:41.
All right.
Not much longer, but very interesting.
All right, I'm gonna quit looking at chat now.
Yeah. Is the house clean? Laugh out loud. Cleaner at least. I didn't see all that on it. Yeah, something on her hand, on her arm. It is. That's a burn hole. Yeah, burn hole maybe, but something about her arm, wrist, something looks strange there.
But now you see what I was talking about, the way he walked past her.
Oh, Lord. Jesus. I don't know. Say what, honey?
I said, now do you see what I was talking about as he got up and he kind of walked past her?
Yeah. It looked like he was doing something. Yeah.
Yeah, so like what was, because like I'm trying to remember.
For a while while he was talking. So he talked to him for a while in that space that he was in.
Right, and I'm trying to remember the video, of the house. And I'm trying to figure out where he was at.
Oh, let me see. Somebody said looked like she tied off on her wrist.
Oh, really?
Okay. Okay, Miss Piper. Okay, I see who you are. Okay. Thank you, dear. Oh, that's not good. So if they were shooting up, she tied her arm, is that what you're trying to say? Oh. Is that what's going on? Is that what you're trying to say, that she tied her arm for drugs? Is that what you're saying? Hello?
Me? I didn't say anything, honey.
Well, somebody saying something about a tying her arm.
Oh, it's in the chat. She looked like she tied off. Roro said that.
Oh. Oh, Lord. Wonder who his speechwriter is.
Yeah, that didn't sound like Dawn talking to me at all.
Or somebody said it could be, yes, to shoot into her hand, or it could be a bracelet. Well, I don't see her wearing no bracelet. This is sad. Pathetic and pathetic and pathetic.
Yeah, I wanted you to watch it. I wanted your opinion.
I looked at it on Miss Harmony's channel, dear. It just looked like she looks messed up. And naturally I wasn't listening to what he was saying because I didn't want to really play all that on my channel. So I have to go listen to it when I'm off the air. Yeah, self-destructing. But see, that's why I said these people were self-destructing with the children. If we are to believe what H has said, what the young girl, his sister, has said, and now we're seeing it for ourselves, not even a day or so after these people have uploaded content about what the Mulani girl has said. You just proved that after somebody's made an allegation that you drink, you do this, you get high, you picking up strange men, crackheads, this and that. All these horrible things you're saying about picking up people, they get high, and now somebody talks to you on a live and your wife looks geeked up. She was under something, under the influence of something, because your mouth is not going to be open like that. Your mouth has no reason to be open like that. And it's sickening. Very sickening. Oh, somebody say that's a drug tourniquet on Candace. Could be. I'm not making no claims of what it is. I just said I noticed it. I don't know. Angie, what do you think? You saw it? Angie?
Well, I didn't really pay attention. I didn't really pay attention to Candace's arm.
Well, you might want to go look at it if you care to look to it. It's up to you. It doesn't matter. I just thought you saw it.
Okay.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Where's the money for the drugs and booze coming from? Well, if somebody say they missing a lawnmower, you'll know. Oh, God forgive me. Y'all too quiet up here.
I think I'm going to go to bed. My head's killing me.
Okay, good night. Thank you for joining us, babe.
Thank you.
Okay, good night, honey.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. She ain't raising no hell because she under the influence. She toe up. She too toe up to go off. You know, maybe another night she was crunk enough. You know what I'm saying? But she lit now. So she's like, She you see her mouth open. She couldn't do nothing.
Yeah, she looked.
The Don fans from another channel was sending them money to their cash app. Yeah, so they can go put some cash app on the dope dealer's cash app card. Y'all, good God, you can't be this slow.
She kind of looked more like she did that very first interview. Like maybe that was the morning after a night like this.
On their daughter because they're not in that place. That's why she's gone. Because she never was a focus in the first place. Somebody saying they thought maybe it's emergency personnel on the phone. I turned up the volume. Yeah, I'll play this after I'm off the live. Oh,
yeah, you couldn't hear what you were watching, just so you know.
Crystal says, is it fair to say we all want to be right in our own theory? Crystal, you a fool. Look, in the end, it ain't gonna matter. They ain't gonna tell you where that baby is. How about that? What's the end game here? They are never gonna get the kids back. It's a mess, right? That's the whole point. Roro, I don't know anything about it, baby. Carol, it's on Miss Harmony's channel, the one out that they recommended.
What do you think about that? Do you think, in all honesty, if they cleaned up the house and stuff, this was a big conversation earlier. They cleaned up the house and stuff. Do you think they would ever get the boys back?
No, you've done too
I don't
much.
either.
You've done too much. You've done too much. Everything you're doing is going to be replayed back in your face in the next hearing. Everything. And whatever else evidence they actually got that ain't he said, she said. You screwed yourself. See, you're too busy trying to be sane. See, in the end, it's what I've said in all my commentaries. YouTube can't save you. People in the street can't save you. Church can't save you. Your family can't save you. You did this to yourselves. And I don't feel sorry for you. I do not. Because I know you harmed that little girl. Whether it's an accident or not, you still harmed her because you didn't take care of her and your other 3 children. You've already been down this road. Both of you. Both. So why the hell, with all the things I've heard and all the shenanigans you've pulled in the past month, I would think, shit, you care anything about your kids. You don't care about your kids. You don't care about yourself. But I keep telling you, self is first. You got to care about yourself before you care for somebody else. You don't love yourself.
Isn't it like in between both of them?
They're not going to get clean because they like where they are. They like where they are. That's obvious from how they lived up on the hill. Now, you got some people that will live like that don't use drugs and get high and drunk. But these people are worse. They living up within squalor and get high and drink. Triple threat. Triple threat.
I agree with you, Kiro.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna get them kids back. So you keep on talking to them YouTubers because they really helping you not to get your kids back while they crying they care for summer. How the hell you care for summer and you got that up there on your channel and you're steady calling them and talking to them and letting them make a fool out of himself in these interviews and all that? You helping that man. Sad to say, but you are. You helping him. You know, you like I said, you can weigh it all you want. Oh, who's giving us information? Yeah, information to hang himself, him and his wife. That's all they've done. They've not told you where the child is. And all these hoaxes and playing on telephones and interviews and statements and Dear John letters, you have helped them hang themselves by giving them a platform. So how do you care for them and their children? You're a fraud yourself. Because in the end, you will not be able to do anything for these people. Not now, not never. And when they get somewhere where they get the clink on them, and there's no more drugs and drinks and vapes and this and that, they'll have time to sit and think and get a plank back if they get a hold of a phone up in the damn jail. Damn, what the hell was I thinking? You understand what I'm saying? I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have been talking to him, her. What the hell was I thinking? Too late. No, they're not ready to stop. Because nobody in their right mind with a child missing and the possibility that you did do something to your child, you got all this scrutiny, gossip, this, that, and the other. Then you doing crazy stuff to make people think you're guilty. How do you care for yourself or your children? How would you get your kids back with what you're doing right now? No, you like where you are. You like the foolishness because this is who you are. With or without the YouTubers, this is how you've been behaving before Summer Wells went missing. That's the point. This is who they are. So you finally can see no lies, no gossip, no he said, she said about what a child said, H said, Pookie said, Ray said, Jeannie Mary said. You're looking at a woman inebriated on a camera. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Thank you.
Between both of them, didn't they? I mean, haven't they already given up for adoption like 6 kids?
I can't remember that. But that's the point I'm trying to make is that they have repeated past mistakes. So that shows you they are glutton for punishment. They don't care about themselves. Because nobody would go back into the belly of the beast and repeat the same mess again. Why would you do that to yourself? And why would you subject your next set of children to the mistakes you have made previously? See,
Right.
That's why I know they're not going to change. Because they've been down this road earlier in life, each one, before they even met each other. Now you together in mischief and mayhem, doing the same things you were doing in the last life you had with another partner. He got high and doped up with the last wife and was still going to jail, prison. Woo, woo, woo. She met a guy who got her into drugs. So she gave up her kids. Now, you with this new dude, got kids with him. Now you don't got your kids, one missing. And y'all on somebody's live stream, geeked up. You ain't changed because you don't want to change. No. I think they'll probably be, I think they'll be dead. That's exactly what I was thinking when I was watching that.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time. This story and that's something we need to think of before I close out of here. That may be the ultimate ending for these two. That they'll get high, they'll get the wrong batch of drugs, and we will never find out where Summer Wells is.
That's what I was about to ask.
Yeah.
That's
where I see this going. After watching that, most definitely.
Well, I just wanted to be up here with you. I'll sit down.
That's fine. Thank you, Rex.
Thank you.
Okay, bye, baby. Thank you all for joining me If you want to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie 129 Cash App. As I state, today is the 15th of September. Today marks 3 months that Summer Wells was reported missing by her parents in Rogersville, Tennessee. And as you can see, there's been nothing but rhetoric, gossip, he said, she said, videos uploaded, Facebook posts uploaded, different versions, fake pictures, this and that, innuendos, clout chasers, phantoms, people feeding off of lonely people who have no direction in life. And basically those who are feeding off of them, you're just as jacked up as they are. You're lonely too. You're an empty vessel too. Because as they say, like minds. You all are all evenly yoked in the madness. And none of you really care for, no, don't use adjectives. You don't care for Summer Wells. Because this is BS. Thank you. Thank you, KB. To even indulge in this. Talking to these people, knowing how they are. You've met them. You've seen them. You talked to them in private. You've seen that they're doped up, high, drunk, whatever. How would it be different the next night? The next night, it wouldn't. And then you post it to your social media page for views and likes, cash donations for sickness. Because you cut from the same cloth. And these people have always been like this as adults, let's just say. And these other people are thirsty and hungry to aid these demons. So you're not any better. What's the problem down here? Oh, Lord have mercy. Well, a mini stroke. I don't know what she had. She's high on drugs. That's the look they have, darling, when they're doped up. You don't use drugs, you wouldn't know that. Could be coming down, could be anything. I don't know. But she's on something. We'll leave it at that. Prayers for Summer Wells, prayers for her brothers, prayers for Cal City. In a couple of days, it will also mark 9 months that the boys of Cal City were reported missing out of Cal City, California. I will bring you commentary near or on the 21st of September. I thank you all for joining me. This is a very sick tale, and these people have doomed themselves, and they have shown they've never cared for their children because they've never cared for themselves. And I don't see a better solution with these people because they don't care. And I don't have any empathy for them. I only feel sorry for the remaining children. And this would be disrespectful to them if they ever get a hold of any of this content that's been uploaded to social media pertaining to their parents. They would be very embarrassed. They would be very embarrassed. And why would they not be? Because who wants to look at this and say, that's my mommy, that's my daddy? And they would forever have these videos. That's why they always tell you to be careful what you post to social media or personal videos you send to people, things you're doing and saying, because all it takes is to get in the wrong hands. And that's that. That's that. And then somebody passes it to this person and that person. So it never gets erased because all it takes is one person to have custody of the said content. It's a pathetic life. More than sad, it's pathetic because they don't have to behave like this. They don't want anything for themselves. They are choosing to live this way. So that's why I said I don't have any empathy for them, because they like what they're doing. And there's no grieving for their child, because 9 times out of 10, they got their said child missing. They know where Summer Wells is because they put her there wherever there is. And all this BS they're doing with fake calls and uploads and posts and Dear John letters, it is a rule say farce. And I don't listen to that mess. I don't indulge in it because they like where they are. Yes, it's a choice. they don't have anything left. Well, they could try Jesus. He's on the main line. And he's the one that will forgive them all their flaws, whether we like them or not, or ever forgive them. Jesus will forgive them. See, that's the difference. We are human. He would be the only one that could forgive them. Flaws and all. And if they wanted to change, they still can. It's a choice. Indeed. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank you all new subs. Last checked, I was 400 shy of going into the block of 9,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing my content. Please go into the queue, my video library, and watch other videos. I have over 1,000 plus videos, various topics and breaking news. So feel free to go back in time to watch some of my videos. Thank you. Thank you, CSI. Thank you. God bless all of you. Stay safe. This is Everyday Shenanigans. Have a blessed week. Until we meet again. Bye.